working on it for like 3.5 hours. He's like, I just don't get it. And I'm like, this fucking, it's just fucking gorilla, dude. You got too big of a TV, guy.
Were you guys able to get it up?
He was telling me too. He's like, I wanted to get the 83-inch, but it might be too big. I was like, I think this one's too big, guy.
Was it just not fitting in the amount of space, or was it not?
So there's that window.
Yeah.
And then there's that bookshelf that's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate the fucking mount because the way it works is it has to, when it's out, it swings one way. Like if you want it to be flat, it has to swing to the left. So if you pull it out to work on it, it's hitting the bookshelf.
Yeah. So you guys were trying to work on it and it kept fucking up each side?
Yeah.
No, bitch.
Yep. And it's heavy as hell. And of course my mom, the first time we got it kind of up, like it wasn't like finished, but set it up, she's like, yeah, it needs to go a little higher because like I'm gonna be putting my little knickknacks on the shelf right there. Like you're fucking.
I hate you.
You dumb bitch.
Oh shit.
Is your dad?
Is he autistic?
No, I was gonna make fun of him. I was gonna make a joke about your mom.
Your mom would get your
Does your
family
dad
killed.
still love your mom?
I don't know. I don't know.
There's no way you can put up with that.
I think he's just used to it.
You guys,
He's been that for.
if you guys were hiding in an attic in Nazi Germany, your mom would get you guys killed.
Yeah. yeah. Her or Cade?
I need to move these really
Or Cade?
Yeah, Cade's like, I'm gonna go hit him. I don't know.
Just gonna let them come in here? I wanna go fuck them up. I don't know, they got guns.
I wish they'd come in here. I don't.
I don't. No, not me. Kyle?
I do it for sound.
What do I gotta get?
Alright, you are now tuning in to the Delicious Dudes podcast, where we're gonna get down to the top 10 delicious facts of the week.
Not topics, or facts.
Straight facts.
Straight facts.
We got Cameron, we got Izzy, myself, and we got a guest, Kyle. And this is now a Lord of the Rings Fellowship podcast. Sponsored.
It's a Brewdog. Who knew that Lord of the Rings fags drink hazy IPAs?
Oh yeah, dude. I smoke pipe weed and drink IPA.
Oh, that is good.
I hang around breweries and wait for girls to get way too drunk.
Me too, brother. That's why we're a fellowship.
True. That's the fellowship.
We see some drunk girl come out, we
Yeah.
both look at each other. Oh, we got her.
It's a war door with you. All right, then.
Dude, think about if you had the ring.
A power?
Dude, just going invisible? It'd be hard not to.
Well, you kind of like see different shit though. It's all like
Yeah, that I was surprised by when I watched it.
Wait, what-
it's
I
almost
didn't
like
think
going
that.
to like a
You see like fucking stank. Everything stank around you.
yeah. You basically
It's all
step
weird.
into like an
Oh,
alternate
yeah.
dimension.
Yeah.
It scared me as a kid.
I thought it was just invisible because I'd never seen the movies. Turns out it's not
I've
true.
never seen the movie.
No? Yeah, I just watched one like a week ago. Shit was cool. It's a little long. 4 hours. It's a little hard.
Did you watch the regular or director's cut?
Director's cut.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I was like, dude, if I'm gonna go in, I might as well see it all.
That's crazy. I heard you didn't watch half of the first movie.
Dude, I took one shit and Victor cried. What's new? Brandon's gone for 10 minutes. I can't wait to complain about this.
You know,
Victor, you're a bitch.
you know, last week we said you wouldn't want your girlfriend to be a gamer if we were picking 3 ideal traits.
Yeah.
I thought about it. That would be Victor. Victor would totally be a girl gamer.
Oh, yeah. Victor is a girl gamer.
Like, there's total e-girl.
Yes.
It's complaining when you play League with him. Bitching about you not watching the movie.
Oh, my God.
Shut up.
You missed the scene where you did that thing. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
That's awful.
They're hobbits. I get it.
So we have our good friend Kyle on the podcast.
Yeah.
today.
Anyways, Kyle, I was actually thinking about some topics to ask you.
What's up?
You went through basic, right?
Yeah, went through basic.
How was that?
It was interesting.
Kyle's
Really?
in the Air Force, by the way.
Interesting. Yep. Yeah, it was 8 weeks. So it's it's the shortest out of all the military.
Yeah, but still, I mean, fuck, it's still basic.
It's still basic. It still sucked, man.
Like, what was your typical day like? Like, once you're already in the routine, because like your first like week is like still like
0
getting
week,
to know.
so they call it 0 week. It's
Yeah.
your first week there
Yeah.
is insane. That's when they're the hardest.
Oh, really?
That's when they're trying to like
break you
down.
Uh-huh.
But
Did you get
typically-
broken?
No, I
Like
kind
that
of like
break you,
I
dude.
kind of like hid amongst the people. Like,
Did you see other people get
oh
fucking
yeah,
get
oh
broke?
yeah.
That would be fun to me. Witnessing someone's mental go, I'm like, that guy lost.
No,
Just crouched behind you.
you can't hide. You're just when we're in formation, you're just standing
You're there,
at
yeah.
attention, right? So you're standing at attention like that, and people are getting yelled at beside you, and you're just sitting there like
Just
Do you-
don't call attention.
you're
to
like
yourself.
trying so hard not to laugh.
Do you think they picked out like the big tough guys to break down, or do you think they just picked out anybody? So I feel like anybody.
if they catch you, they're on you.
Okay.
Anything?
They
That makes
catch
sense.
you, yeah.
What was
thinking-
like the most minor infraction you saw that they hogged someone on?
A minor.
A minor infraction.
I've had a couple of those.
Hey, what can you tell us you can get court-martialed for? Anything?
A lot of things.
You have any classified pussy?
First, we start with the basic, then we'll start getting into the classic.
But no, so 0 week, you go in for your haircut, so you get shaved bald.
Mm.
And they start, for some reason, they start with the sides first.
I kind of like
They
that.
start
To
with
make
the
you look
sides.
dumb as hell.
You look stupid.
Is there a mirror there?
No, no.
Oh,
They
that's-
literally just sit you on a chair like this, like out in the open, and they just have these barbers come in and just. It's 0, bro. It kind of hurts.
Yeah.
And
They're rough about it too, right?
oh yeah, they don't.
They're not
care.
like.
They don't give a shit.
No. it's-
No.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
You're
they are
gay.
like going into your fucking
Yeah, they're
skull
just
too
fucking-
to make sure they're getting as deep as they can. But I remember there was one dude, I forget his name, in my flight.
Did
So
you think it looked good afterwards?
No,
Did you think you looked fresh?
no. So I remember looking in the mirror for the first time, dude. Oh, fuck. I was like,
Did you see people with like weird shaped like heads?
yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
just
So
fucking point them out?
there was this one guy that had like divots in his fucking head.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the shape of a thumb.
But there's this one guy who I don't know why. Like everybody knows you go into the military, you know you're gonna get cut, shaved, bald, right?
Yeah.
There's one kid, I think he was like 18, and we're standing
What
in
race?
line. Black.
Somehow I already knew that.
That's
You telling me what, Brad?
So we're in
You
line.
say you what?
We're in line to get our cuts.
Cornrows stay
and
on, bro.
he gets to the front, and he's like, "Nah, dude, I can't do this." And he's just like, the barber's like, "But you're not gonna get a haircut?" He's like, "Nah, man, I can't do this."
Nah,
and
bro.
he's like one in front of me. And
You see the
he
waves,
just
bro?
steps-
You see the waves, bro?
I thought this was the line for the wave check.
I was ready to pass.
he steps to the side, and my MTI, that's what we call him, like drill instructor, pulls him off to the side and pretty much just like grills him. Like at first he was like being a little nice about it, but then he like just straight up told him like, "Listen, you have no choice. You signed a contract. You realize there's no getting out of this. If you were to try to leave right now, you just get arrested."
Damn.
Like pretty much like you ain't got a choice. You're getting this fucking haircut.
I can't believe you sign up for like any like facet of the military and then you're like cutting my hair.
That's the thing.
I'm here to kill people.
You're like willing to put your life on the line or like do anything and just like cut my hair. I'd rather die.
God made me think it's all about cosmetics, bro.
I was just gonna be one tapping terrorist. What the hell is this? This is gay.
Trying to take the waves, bro.
But yeah, that dude, he ended up getting his haircut, and he was there till the very end. He made it. I mean, most people made it. We only had one guy who I
Drop
didn't
out?
even No, like I didn't even meet him. That I think the rumor was that he dropped out saying that he had like mental problems, like he wanted to kill himself. He just chose the easy way out, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was like the second day he just was like,
Damn, dude.
because like I said, 0 week is tough. Like that's
Yeah.
when they're the hardest. And eventually you just get used to getting fucking bitched
Second
at
day would
all
be
the
rough.
time.
Second day,
There's no way.
like first day you're trying your best to stand through it, but second day you're like, fuck, this is gonna keep going.
Second day though was too early.
I think it was a softie guy though.
He had
what
to
I was
be.
told, he was like a softie.
Dude, there's no way
Just
I'd be
gave
the
off
first
that-
one to tap
That
out.
vibe, that little.
You have
That's
to at least
gay.
wait.
Man.
That would
I'd have
be
to wait
gay.
for someone else to tap out. I'm like, that guy was gay.
Dad, you
now
don't-
I can tap out.
I wasn't the only one, Dad. There was other
First
people.
one is gay.
Everyone tapped out.
Everyone was tapping out, really.
There's no way I'd be the first one.
But
Did you ever think about tapping out at all?
oh yeah.
Yeah?
I'm
The
sure you
first
think about it,
fucking
yeah.
morning, dude. So
Well, how early I should ask that.
So the first morning, right? So the day before, before you go in, that whole day is like you're staying up for, I don't even know how long I stayed up, probably like over 24 hours. So that morning, the day before you go to the hotel, right? I went to, it's called MEPS, which is like their entrance processing facility where they like test you, a doctor checks you out and shit. You know, you have to get naked. They check your asshole, they check your dick, your balls, all that shit.
What are they looking for?
Hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids, all that shit. Pretty much
Hemorrhoids.
anything that you already have, because I mean, once
I
you're
like
in
to
the
imagine
military,
they went, cupped his balls, like, all right, the doctor will be in shortly.
yeah, I had this big black dude check me out. He was really cool. After he checked me out, he told me to turn around
checked him
and
out?
spread him.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Did he make any noises?
No. He like briefly checked. Like he just went like, okay, you can put
Nice
your underwear
ass.
back on. And as I'm like getting my underwear back on and shit, he's asking me like, oh, what are you gonna do in the military? And like, you know, being all nice. to me.
Some
Small
pillow
talk,
talk,
pretty
yes. Straight pillow talk.
You see, you get dressed, and he's like, little white boy.
That wasn't part of the check, bro.
Turn around, spread
I like
them
Kyle went out afterwards, like, damn, dude, check your guys' assholes too. It's like, no, I never even took off my pants. What?
No, a lot of the dudes I met in basic, we talked about it, and a lot of them, I didn't get my balls cupped, but a lot of them did. So
That's kind of weird.
I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
I like that the black guy was like, nah, that's gay. I ain't touching nobody's balls.
I'll check your asshole out.
I'll check
but-
the asshole. I'll do it from 2 feet back, but I ain't touching nobody's balls.
Do you think your balls weren't worthy? Do you think he like
Damn.
he was checking? He's like, nah, not this shit.
No,
bro."
I think
These
they're
ain't
in
good.
such pristine condition. He's like, I don't even got a feeling, bro.
Those shit are
I don't
nice.
even remember if I shaved. I don't think I shaved. That'd be kind of weird. You showed up fucking
All
perfectly
clean,
fucking
like that.
shaved.
All
I
right,
like
we're
that.
supposed to get cut, so I decided to cut everything.
Yeah, I pre-cut my
I
shit.
zeroed everything.
Do people do that? Show up already like full shaven, like on the head?
No, if you do, I've heard. Well, that's what I've heard is
They
that
start smacking.
you
in the
have to.
head.
No, they literally just go
Just
over
do it
again.
anyways?
So-
I would probably pre-shave, honestly. Just so they just do it quick right now. I feel like it would
It's
get
not that
over
bad.
quicker. I don't care. I'm always pretty low anyways. So it doesn't
I
really
like
matter.
you with your hair shorter like that. Looks
Yeah?
good. When you came over the other day and I saw the shortness, I was like, looking clean, bro.
I cut these with my nut trimmers.
No, it's fine.
Is that where all the warts came from?
Yeah.
But okay. So that day, right?
Yeah, that's second morning.
Fucking long ass day. So you go in the morning, you're getting checked out. You literally like you wake up at 3 a.m. to get to. You leave the hotel at 3, get there by 4, and then you're just sitting around and waiting, right? The whole military, like once you get in the military, you learn it's hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. It's like we gotta be here now. You go there and you're just sitting there for like hours. So bullshit. But so you go there, you get checked out. You're doing all this paperwork. You're getting your fingerprints scanned. And then you.
Do you have a military ID?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
That's how he gets a discount at Denny's.
Yes, I do.
That's what's up.
So you eventually, I think it was like, I woke up at 3 a.m. and I got on the bus probably
The battle
around
bus?
like. Yeah, the battle bus.
Did you take the bus driver at least?
I did actually. I'm pretty sure. You know.
You got training in boogie bombs?
What to do in case of boogie bomb?
You get
Is
to
it
the
like
airport-
COD at all?
I'll get to that. There's a part where it's like you feeling like you're in COD. But you get to the airport, dude. I didn't fly out till probably like 8 o'clock at night. Get to Texas, which is where basic is for Air Force. And I didn't get into my dorm until probably like midnight or 1 a.m. And I've been up since 3.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking tired.
You get a little nappy on the plane or no?
No, dude, the whole time you're on the plane, you're like, fuck, man, what the fuck have I
Just
done?
pay attention.
What have I done? I gotta leave.
And it's not like a military plane. You're on like a passenger plane with other people. And you're just sitting there.
That's pretty cool.
But,
Are you in your uniform?
No. You're in civ. Like you don't get your uniform until like week 4 of
I'm
basic.
assuming you have to show that, like, I'm here. I'm not quitting. Like that guy that quit, what did you say, day 2?
Pretty much.
He's not getting a uniform.
Yeah, no.
That guy don't get a uniform.
No.
Damn, dude.
Wait, you're just dressed up as a civvy until you get your uniform?
Yeah.
Even at basic? That's
Yeah. They tell you to bring like gym shorts and shit, like shorts and just a shirt.
Okay.
You wear. You get.
Dude, just coming out in full
Initially-
hentai gear.
I think it was like day 2 or day 3. They get all of your like what kind of
Measurements,
like
or-
measurements, like what shirt you wear, shorts you wear.
You get tailored?
Yeah, but later on you get actually tailored.
Ooh.
But this is just for like PT clothes. So for like the first 2-3 weeks, you're in PT clothes, which is like, it looks so fucking gay, dude.
What does it look
That's
like?
the tight
No
green
drip?
shirt, right?
No,
No
it's
drip.
it's like a almost like a, what do you call it? Like a gray silver shirt and then
Okay.
like some blue shorts.
Oh, and then just says like Air Force
Skin
on the
tight?
And it
back,
just
no?
says Air Force
Yeah,
on
right.
it. It looks totally like 60s, 70s.
Is it
fucking,
dry fit or is it like...
No, it's
No?
just
It's just a regular cloth?
It's just a regular.
I like
t-shirt.
that.
That's nice.
I like that a lot.
That's funny.
And then it has like reflective fucking U.S. Air Force insignia on it. Shit.
Yeah. I don't
But
like
you're wearing that for a while. It doesn't have any name tapes on it or anything, so
nothing,
you don't
just-
really like feel cool yet, right?
Yeah.
So you're wearing that most of the time, and you just look like a total fucking dweeb dressed in this 70s fucking outfit with your fucking hair just no.
Can you keep facial hair if you have any?
No, you have to shave bald.
Everything?
Like, everything.
So when were they allowing you to take your mustache? When you passed?
When I got out of basic.
Okay.
Yeah. There are different rules for like basic, and then once you get out.
Yeah.
But so that day, when I got in at like 1 or 2 a.m., I finally got there. You're like you're going through like 3 different buses. You get to the airport, and you see people in uniform, and that's when it like that's when it
hits?
starts hitting, because there are some sergeants there, and they're fucking yelling at you to get in line, like stand in a line in the airport, just stand in a straight line yelling at you, I need this paperwork, I need this, and then they're like, get on this freaking bus right now, you got 30 seconds, get on the bus, go to fucking, you're driving through San Antonio, Texas at
Did
night.
you feel embarrassed at all? Like in front of all the civvies? You're like, oh, I'm getting yelled at.
Nah, dude, you know you're better.
Yeah.
You guys are safe because of me.
Do you feel better than normal people now? Do you think of
You
yourself?
have to.
Come
At least a little
on.
bit.
It is.
Do you look at the 3 of us and you're like, fucking
Couple of queers.
couple of queers?
I bet you guys wouldn't even pass asshole check.
My asshole is pristine.
I'd fail.
You definitely look at civvies in a different way.
Yeah.
I mean, just going through all the shit that we have to go through, like, there's things that normal people don't understand. Like, there's so many things.
Hey, what?
I bet.
Give me one small thing. You don't have to make a whole thing out of it.
Just the bullshit that we have to deal with. I mean, in the Air Force, I mean, we're not the Army or anything like that where you...
But it's still bullshit, though.
It's still
regardless.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, the Army, like, the Marines, they deal with 10 times more
yeah.
bullshit than us.
Is it like the organization and like the discipline?
Yeah.
That's like the big difference.
Discipline is a big thing, especially, like, even after basic. The discipline there is going through tech school fucking sucked. Honestly, a lot of people say, and I don't know if I agree with it, but tech school is worse than basic.
What the fuck? Like how they treat you, or do you
Not
mean just the
necessarily how
general
you-
of like what you have to do?
What you
The
have to
hardship,
do.
yeah.
Mm.
Because I was there for 6 months for my job, which is like probably one of the longest tech schools there is.
And what's that like the day-to-day? Is it like 8 hours of studying, or like what's like
So
football?
the schedule that I would go through is like it would be Monday through Friday. I'd have class. Weekends I'd have off.
Okay.
And then so Monday and Friday are just normal days. I wake up normally at like 5, get ready, get my uniform on, get showered, dressed, all that. And then you have to walk. One of the biggest things was that base, even though it was like small, supposedly it was small, you have to walk everywhere because you cannot drive. In tech school, you have to earn things.
Okay.
And even if so there were like different phases. In phase 1, which lasts 30 days, you have to wear uniform all the time. And you cannot drive your car, you cannot go off base, you cannot do anything, pretty much. You just sit in your dorm all day, and then maybe go to the DFAC and eat. But you don't want to go to the DFAC and eat, because the DFAC is literally a mile away from your dorm. You have to walk out, and Texas is fucking hot. It was hot while I was there. Like 100 degrees, you don't want to walk to the DFAC.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'd just sit there and
Fuck it.
starve. Eat whatever snacks. I'd go to my friend's room, you got snacks, or just go to the vending machines. But yeah, Monday through Friday, wake up at 5. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have PT, and you have to wake up at 4 a.m. PT's at 4:30, so you're getting there at 4:30 and you work out till 5, and then the day is just normal from there.
Is
What's
it like
normal though?
So normal is you report to formation. We stand in a formation and we have like morning announcements at 6:30, and then we march all as a squadron. So the whole squadron marches to the schoolhouse.
How big are the
which
squadrons?
So my squadron was probably like at least 500 to 1,000 people. Probably like 500, somewhere around 500. Wasn't
Basically
that
like a high school class then.
pretty much,
Right,
yeah. And yeah, you all march to the schoolhouse, like you're marching at attention all the way there.
And they I'm assuming they fucking fuck with you if you like goof off a little bit while
Yeah, so
marching,
in
or,
tech
like,
school, it's not as much, you don't have sergeants bugging you. It's more like, so they have these things called airman leaders, which are pretty much like fucking sergeant pets. Like they wear a little rope around their fucking uniform, and they're just like,
hall monitor.
I have power. Pretty much, it's just a power fucking trip. And
It's
so
like another
they're
guy like around your, just a little bit higher than you. I'm guessing.
he's not hired. He's in rank. No, we're the same.
Oh,
We're the
okay,
same.
that would
It's
bug
just
me.
because he's
slightly.
wearing a rope.
That would bug me.
Shut up.
He could, if he wanted to, get me in trouble. He could be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this guy wasn't fucking marching," or "This guy was talking while he's marching."
How far along would that guy be in his personal?
He could get it as soon as he gets there. It's
Was
all about-
the
People
guys
in
that
the
were
same
in charge of your
classes.
squadron, were they dickheads, or I'm assuming some people are less dickheads than others?
Yeah, there were definitely some people who were cool, but there were some people who would just like let the power go to their fucking head, man.
Damn,
And it was
dude.
so goddamn
See
annoying.
the
Like letting someone who's
you get the rope on
letting
your
someone
shoulder?
who's younger than me, especially, because I'm surrounded by like 19, 20-year-olds.
The vast majority of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Like letting them fucking tell me what to do, motherfucker. I ain't fucking having it. But yeah, so you
Were any of
march-
them girls?
Oh yeah, there's girls. There's some.
No, but I'm saying with the slash, with the.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
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 Shut up. Shut up. Fuck up.
Stupid whore. God, I just want to kiss you.
But so we get to the schoolhouse around 7:30, and then you're in class from 7:30 till 4:00, 4:30.
Like a normal, almost like normal school.
Yeah, and then after class, well, we get a 2-hour lunch. Most of the time, we got a 2-hour lunch. Sometimes 1 hour, which is cool. But again, you have to march. You have to march everywhere, right? You can't just fucking walk, or you like literally you have to form up with some other people. You have to walk together. Like,
Damn, you gotta like hop into like a school and
Yep. Pretty much.
That's fucking wild.
Yep.
So it's like everywhere you just see
And then-
constantly groups of people just marching
Yeah,
all over the
yeah.
place.
And then along the troop walk, which is what we have to use to
Yeah.
walk everywhere. It's not like a sidewalk. It's an actual
Like a big ass, like-
big ass side. It's almost like a big ass sidewalk.
Yeah, but
But for like it's made to
big
like
groups
for people. Yeah.
marching. Yeah.
Yeah. And there would always be like sergeants just fucking sitting there in their fucking cars, like waiting for someone to come by and like talk or like not be marching. And they come up to you and they'd be like, "Hey, why don't you go ahead and stop your detail? What's going on here? What's happening? Why are we talking while we're marching? What are we talking about, guys? What are we talking about?"
I don't know, just to do
I was
vintage
just-
movie.
And you just stand there, you just like.
Do you not answer?
No, I
Because are they like rhetorical
I'd
questions?
fuck with them, dude. I'd
Okay.
fuck with. I don't give a shit. I'd fuck with them.
Talking about Spider-Man No Way Home from Sir.
But yeah, there are definitely sergeants there who weren't even like. They were like only a few ranks ahead of me. Like a sergeant is technically like he's pretty much to me he's like a supervisor. But they would definitely power trip. There's a lot of power trip.
I know I would.
military.
I'd be sitting in my car hard as hell, dude.
Oh yeah, there was this one guy. We called him Ghost Rider. He drove a fucking white GMC truck, and anytime we saw that
Damn.
shit parked right there, we'd be like, fucking
Butthole
marching
tight.
all perfectly, just like tut 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 tut.
Dude, I'd be listening to fucking metal music, just getting ready to pounce on one of these.
So you said you have to like marching with a troop. Does that go in line with like if you were hungry and you wanted to go get food, you weren't allowed to march by yourself to go get food. You had to
No.
you had to convince somebody. How many people were you allowed to march?
No, you don't
I
have
mean,
to convince.
pretty-
There's like just somebody's bound to be walking around,
Yeah,
and you just
pretty much
go into
most
formation.
People, most
Okay.
people go to lunch, so you just be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
let me march with you."
You don't have to like summon a squad. You don't have to like.
What if you just so happened to be by yourself? Like nobody else wanted to go, or the people that already went, and you're like, fuck, nobody else wants to go, I'm hungry. And you're marching by yourself. What happens?
Honestly,
You see the white GMC.
you like most of the time I would march by myself and I'd get away with it. I don't think I was ever stopped for it. But
you're very
you're-
overable. Like they're just looking at them like, oh.
as long as you look like you know what you're doing, like if you don't look like you're freaking
You
the fuck
fake
out.
it till you make it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I've walked past a bunch of sergeants walking by myself and go, "Good afternoon, sergeants," and he, "Good afternoon, airmen." Just march faster. That is actually how it'd be though. Like you'd be stressing out like, is he gonna stop me? Is he gonna stop me? But no, yeah, you just have to wait for people most of the time. And but the suckiest fucking thing would just be marching in the fucking heat, man. You'd be sweating buckets.
Damn.
By the time that you got like, cause I'd be in the schoolhouse all day, and the schoolhouse isn't very air conditioned. But I mean, marching a mile from there back to your dorm, you feel like you're taking a shower.
Then you gotta go back too. That'd be the toughest part. Getting to the cafeteria, I'd be like worth it. And then when I'm done eating, I'd be like,
Fuck.
I live here now. Damn.
What else? I mean, talk about the first day I got there, the basic. That was interesting. I remember that night I got there, pitch black outside. The bus pulls up outside of the dorm that I was gonna go into, and you just see
What happened?
a shit ton of sergeants is all standing there, right?
You alright, Israel?
Bus
What
stops.
happened? Oh, I got you. Did you imagine the battle bus?
Bus stops.
No, but I imagine like
Door opens.
Goku jump up. Come here.
Oh, bus.
Knocked everyone, dude. This shit was crack.
First day is pretty rough.
Door opens, and then sergeant comes on. It was a lady sergeant who came on. I don't even remember who it was because it was dark. And she's just like, "Y'all got 30 seconds to get off this bus with all your shit, let's go. And everybody just everybody's pushing each other off the fucking bus, and we're all running off the bus we're in front of the dorm, and you all standing there at attention. They tell you to stand at attention, just stand there with your fucking bag on you. And then they're telling you what to do. Okay, you guys are gonna go up there, you're gonna fucking shower, and then you're going to bed. And that's it.
Yes, ma'am.
One guy's just rock hard. God, I love when they tell me what to do.
Did you like the girls telling you what to do? Did you like the women sergeants? Fuck yes.
That's classified.
But so
Was
we
pitching
got
a
up.
tent ever part of your training, PT?
No.
When did you say the N-word?
When did I say
How far into training?
that? Never.
Never?
Never.
Dang. I don't believe you.
Don't believe me? Why?
Not even like special ops training?
No.
Lethal N-words?
Yeah, that might become that might be part of the special.
So what's up with the swastika and Rust?
The swastika and Rust?
I saw that. I saw
Which
leaked
one?
footage of you playing Rust with swastikas. I was like, damn, dude. Shout out to the military. Wait, didn't we fight those guys? What's going on?
No, we were building a base, and it
just came naturally?
Somebody decided to put a swastika right outside of our base in Rust.
That's
You're
pretty
supposed to,
crazy.
like, not be racist in the military.
Hey, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
That's a
There just
fucking-
happened to be somebody.
That's an enemy's flag, dude. You can't hail that.
Yeah. What?
What do you think of Drew's technique for when he joins the military?
He's
he told
joining
you
the
that?
military?
He said if like things get like that's his like last hope.
I don't think he's gonna join.
All right, you have to hear his plan.
What's his plan?
His plan is to join military and like just try to like fucking make it as far as he can. And then he's like, as soon as they're training for guns, he's gonna go like he said the sergeant's gonna show him like, hey, this is how you shoot on the range or whatever. He's like, okay, cool. He's gonna grab the gun, he's gonna aim it, then go just blow his brains out on the range.
You could.
You talking about Drew?
Yeah, I'm
Very
asking
well
what he
could.
thinks about it. You think it's plausible?
Oh yeah, no, it is.
Oh damn, dude, Drew's got it down. I can't wait.
I mean, for the Air Force, we only shot the weapons once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What was
How
it?
was that? Yeah. How was...
So pretty much you have to.
What'd you shoot?
An M4.
How long did it take for you to get to the range?
So that's like 7th week. So that's when you go to Beast,
Drew could
and
do
that's
it.
when you start getting into like.
Make it?
He
It
could
feels
make
like
something.
actual military shit because they put you into a what do you call it, deployment scenario. It's not like a real deployment, but it's like a fake scenario. Where so you leave the base, the training base that you're at, and they have this set area that's like 10-15 minutes away from the base where you're at. So you take a bus there, and
Oh, that would have been a bitch if they made you like march. To
no.
really simulate it. It's like, oh, you gotta reach the area. Pussy.
Nah, I remember going. So this is like 7th week, so I was there for like 8 weeks now, and I remember going there, and you leave the base, and I hadn't seen like real fucking civilization for a long time. I remember going out there.
What's
seeing
that?
Whataburger,
black people.
fucking
Oh,
Little
heck yeah.
Caesars and shit.
Nice.
It was so weird.
Dang.
But yeah, you go out there, and that's for like 5 days. And part of that training is you get qualified on weapons. So you pretty much go out there. They give you like what I think a magazine and a shit ton of bullets, and I think it's like 50 bullets. And
You
pretty
prep
much,
your own magazine and everything, right?
Yep, you load your own magazine, everything. They tell you, well, actually, the whole time, like starting like 4th week, you start learning how to disassemble and reassemble
Oh, the rifle?
a rifle, a trainer weapon. And you start learning how to hold it in like formate, like
How are you supposed to handle it, like properly handle
that kind of thing, and like being in formate, like not like a military formation, but like a
A deployment formation.
deployment formation
Okay.
kind of thing.
So they told you like spacing and like all that shit?
Pretty much, like you have point men, and then you have like people in the back watching the back and shit. But yeah, you get there. 5 days, you're doing a whole bunch of different things. In one of those days, you're qualifying on weapons. So like the first half is all just like practice shots. So you have to make sure that so they all have red dots on them. You're making sure that red dot is like as accurate as
calibrated,
possible.
like how it's supposed to be.
Calibrated
Okay.
for you.
Dialed in.
And they have a guy there. They have professionals there who are like, that's their fucking job is to shoot weapons all day.
Couple eighth prestiges.
Yeah, pretty much. And so they set up the weapon for you. All you're doing is shooting the weapon and hitting the target. So there's like 4 different targets on this what do you call it, the paper, the actual target. You know how, like, ranges and shit, they have that.
Yeah.
So there's like a big target and then a smaller target and then an even smaller target. Like there's a whole bunch of different targets. And pretty much you're supposed to shoot in that area. Like that's determined a like hit. And so you need so many hits to qualify. And if you get once you actually start the like qualifying, like you're done with the practice shots, then it gets into like, so you need to hit, I think it was like 9 or 10 shots, or it might have been 8 or 9 shots out of 24 to pass.
Okay.
So you need to hit at least
Like
that
a third of them
to pass.
Yeah.
Is there at least like let's say like you're just a beast. Is there any
Yes,
like
that's what I'm getting to.
Oh, okay.
So if you hit 22 out of 24 shots, you get marksman.
Nice.
And you get this little ribbon on your blues that pretty much says like, I'm a fucking...
Does that mean anything other than swag?
No.
It's just swag?
Pretty much just swag.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like that. Just flex
Can
on
you
people.
retake that test?
Yes, you can. But supposedly, they didn't explain it to us, but supposedly it's harder every time you take it. Maybe you have to you have like more shots you need to hit.
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, because of my job, obviously I don't need to shoot weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So I only did that once. If you're like security forces, which are like the guards who are at the front of the base, they get to shoot weapons all the time.
Constantly?
They get to do that all the time.
What was your number?
20. So I didn't get marksman, but I got
You were close?
pretty damn fucking close.
Damn.
Have you thought about doing it?
What,
Retaking
redoing
it?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna redo it. I want that
Hell
fucking
yeah.
marksman.
That'd be sick
ribbon,
as
dude.
hell, dude.
I
recommend.
Swag.
But yeah, no, Beast is probably the funnest fucking part of Basic.
So everybody taking that test, that was all Air Force? Like you guys are all taking that shit?
Yep.
Even if you aren't going for something like that, you guys all take that. What would be something like you would take for that in Air Force?
What do you mean?
For like marksman?
No, that's him. He's with Air Force by then.
No, I'm saying like why would you guys take that? Because you're doing stuff like behind a desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You still have to
all
be
military.
Pretty much,
All
it's-
military has to know how to.
Yeah,
fire a
all
You
like
have to pass
that's.
weapon training.
yeah.
period.
Yeah.
I'm not
You
sure
have to-
that's just the thing that all military knows.
Yeah, they
how
all
to
have to. Yeah,
Dude.
that's like all branches have to go through basic. Like,
What if a couple of Bin Ladens break into the office, bro? You got
Yeah.
marksman behind the desk? What the fuck?
Put your fucking ribbon on.
Wrong office, queer.
But the whole rest of the Beast is really fun. Cause that's when you actually feel like you're in the fucking military. Cause
I
you're
bet.
putting on a fucking helmet, like a heavy ass helmet. You're putting on armor, over all your fucking
yeah, you put the
uniform.
plate carrier on and everything. Yeah.
Dude, how many times did you shoot the target that's the little Muslim kid? That one's the extra points.
It's worth 2.
It's classified.
One guy's only
I
aiming
lit
for
that
that
kid
one.
up, dude.
Unfortunately, they didn't have any
Any cool
any
shaped ones?
cool shaped ones. It was just
Damn,
a target.
Lucky.
That would have been sick.
But so the rest of Beast, you're learning how to. So they have these. It's called what is it called? They're pretty much they're called DEFCON levels.
Sounds
Mhm.
badass.
Pretty much what it is if there was like a nuclear or chemical attack,
Mm-hmm.
that would go into effect. And pretty much this is so the way that Beast is set up, right? You get there, you're set up in tents. You're living in a tent with like probably like 10 to 15 other people.
This is a big tent?
Yeah, it's a big tent.
Okay.
And you're sleeping on a cot, no pillow. It fucking sucked. It was insulated though, so it wasn't that bad.
For a night or how many?
All the time. But
All
the thing
5
is, it
days?
was fucking The thing is, it was fucking cold. It was cold.
Yeah, because you're in the
night.
desert. Yeah, it's cold as fucking night.
Well, it was like, what was it? It was like probably like late January, so it was like
well,
30 to 40 degrees at night. It was freezing fucking
You
cold.
snuggle with anyone?
No, unfortunately not.
Damn, dude.
I just used my little fleece jacket.
I would have put it out there. Like, it's pretty cold in here. If any of you guys want to snuggle, I'm right here. Marksman scuttle?
Marksman scuttle.
Only marksman.
Yeah, we earned the right to cuddle.
But so those alarms go off, right?
Mm.
So the alarm goes off and it announces, like, you hear this loud ass fucking alarm go off,
Yeah.
and
It'll say like DEFCON
it'll
level
say
2,
DEFCON level
whatever.
1.
What's worse?
Level 1.
Or, what's
It
So
goes
it
from
goes
5
all
to
the way
1,
up to
right?
level 4.
okay.
I'll go far.
So 4 is like
Peak.
end of the world, kind of?
No,
Yeah.
there's the it's technically 5 levels, but like 4 is like the most like it's ever been raised to, right?
I'm not, honestly, I don't remember if it was called DEFCON or if it was called, I forget exactly what it was called, but it's pretty much like a code. So there's different, there was like a light that was flashing at the top, and it would tell you, well, it would announce, so you would hear,
Yeah.
DEFCON yellow, level 3. And then you would know what to put on, right? So at that point, we had our chemical gear, which is like, so you already have
bomb
your...
is incoming. Put on your hazmat suit.
DEFCON Rainbow 5.
DEFCON rainbow.
You already have on your OCPs, right? So you have a t-shirt on, and then a jacket, and then your pants and your boots on. So once you're at level 4, you're putting on, or no, it's level 3 you start to put that on. You're putting on a whole nother pair of pants.
Is it like
and
a
some
hazmat
thick-
suit?
Yeah, pretty much like kind of like a hazmat suit. Whole nother thick ass pair of pants over everything, and then another jacket, with a hood, and then boots, like rubber boots over your boots. Oh my god, I fucking hate
That sounds like ass to try to put on.
because the sucky ass thing is they don't tell you like, oh hey, you should get like a bigger size, because that boot was, oh my god, putting it on,
You can imagine, yeah.
like you're just fucking trying to stomp that thing off, and then when you have to take it off,
Korea's
oh my
invading,
God,
and
man.
Kyle's trying to put his boots on.
That was so fucking shitty. But yeah, so as soon as that alarm go off, you start putting on your armor, all that shit, and then you're running outside, and there's a bunker. There's an underground bunker. So pretty much you're in a circle of tents, right? And then there's like a tower, and that's where all the sergeants are in the tower, and that's where the light is and where that speaker is. And then right next to it, that's where the bunker. It's like a hardened shelter bunker. And so as soon as that alarm goes off, you all run into that bunker to get underground. And you're all in this gear, and everybody, as soon as that alarm goes off, the whole fucking camp, and there's probably like around 70 to 100 people in this.
all trying to book into this
all
one
trying to
fucking
book
bunker.
it down these stairs into this bunker. It's pretty fun. But and there's explosions going off, right? So they I don't know how they do it, but they pretty much had explosions going off.
Just nearby. I'm
outside.
assuming like just
But it sounded like a
steps
real fucking explosion,
yeah, like,
right?
yeah.
And
Wait,
they
was
tell
it,
you
or no?
no.
Okay.
I mean, it was a real explosion. It just wasn't like a fucking
like a yeah.
shrapnel fucking
Yeah,
explosion.
That's pretty rad, actually.
Pretty much like almost like special effects explosions.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And as soon as you hear that, you have to get on your chest. So you be running, an explosion goes off, and you're just
gotta drop.
almost like
You gotta-
dolphin dive.
yeah.
I felt like I was dolphin fucking diving, just like drop to the fucking floor, and you'd have to wait 10 seconds. And if you hear any more explosions,
You stay
wait.
down.
You
like-
stay down.
Uh-huh.
Wait, you're just laying prone?
You're laying
moving?
prone with your fucking gun and all this armor on and all this
Okay.
shit. And then as soon as 10 seconds go by, you see everybody fucking get up and
And
keep
start
running.
booking it again. Oh, shit.
Nice. That's pretty cool, actually. That
Is
sounds kind of
everybody's,
fun.
And
10
everybody has a weapon too in their fucking hands.
Is everybody's 10 seconds uniform? Like you all get up
And
at
that's
the
what
same
you-
time, or is it like one person gets up and the rest?
Well,
are
pretty
like,
much. There's a
"That guy got
speaker.
up."
There's a speaker going off that's like it has a sound going off, almost like a. It's not necessarily a
siren.
countdown, but it's like a.
Just a constant like ticking sound. Like,
Yeah, and
so you
it'll
know.
go off pretty much as soon as the 10 seconds are up.
Okay.
So everybody knows to get up.
I was saying for the weapons. Do you have your mags in and everything, or are they?
So those are trainer weapons. They're like, what do you call it? Like not fit. They were at one point a real.
Oh, but they're like
M16,
yeah. Okay, yeah.
But they're
Now they're like just
fake.
yeah,
pretty
fake.
much.
Yeah, okay.
But it's still as heavy as a fucking real thing. I remember like having to hold that thing up. It's heavy. It's fucking heavy, man. But yeah, that was really fucking fun. I remember. So there's roles. And I of course I got to get the medic.
thought you were
So
gonna say you're an
my role
imposter.
was to if there was any casualties that were reported. So everybody be in the bunker, and pretty much the only people who were allowed to go out were like the quick response force, QRF, which is
yeah.
like they're like select people. Like pretty much everybody volunteers. Like okay, I want to be this, I want to be that, and then so they would go out first, and they would pretty much go around the whole area.
Patrol it real quick.
Patrol
Make
it.
sure it's like safe.
And all the sergeants would act like terrorists, pretty much, and like have like fake
That's
AKs
pretty
in their
fun.
hand,
Uh-huh.
and like go up to you and be like, "You're dead. You're dead. You're
They got
dead."
blackface on?
No,
They got brown face at all?
So
they
the
didn't
QRF
even wear turbans.
Oh,
So I'm assuming
my
QRF
God.
supposed to like secure the area, like
Pretty
that
much.
was their role or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
How
So
am I
they go
supposed to know
out
he's a
first,
terrorist?
and
So
then,
nice and white.
and then if there was any casualties reported, we would go out. The medics would go out, and we'd run over and we'd get them on a stretcher, and then pick them up
Nice.
and take them back into the shelter.
You ever
Yeah.
kill one of your sergeants? Roleplay
yeah,
wise?
I did. Yeah, I
That's
did.
pretty rad.
I did.
You just go bang, you're dead.
Well, no, the funniest fucking part. So the way they teach you in the Air Force is like you have to go fire trigger safe. That's how you kill someone.
Fire trigger safe.
Fire trigger safe.
Heavy.
Fire trigger safe. So
catch
if I was
some
shooting you,
spell.
fire trigger safe.
Oh, does he roleplay?
Mama!
Hello, Hakman.
But they'd also plant like
What if he goes and then I explode?
they
I blow
they
up.
had fake grenades, and they just like I remember at one point watching him throw one. The people were just totally oblivious, not watching him, and they just went up to him and just threw a grenade. You're all dead.
Unlucky.
They had so much fucking fun doing that shit. But so one of the times that we ran out there, and it's
How many
funny,
times did you go like back and forth?
so many fucking times. Man.
How long is that whole like situation? Like the whole like
That's like 2 days long.
ooh, so you're just constantly just running it back and forth, back
Yeah,
and forth.
pretty much, yeah.
Oh shit.
And they switch it up, like they'll switch up, like you're not constantly in the gear the whole time, but
Oh,
the
so that's
last
why they
day-
announce it, and you're supposed to know like
yeah.
I got to
What
dress up for
scenario?
this time for this.
So pretty
scenario.
much you have to take everything off when you go back inside the tent.
In the
so
tent.
when the scenario's over, you go back inside the tent, take everything off.
And
You have
And
to
then
fake
as soon as the alarm goes off and you know what you have to put on, you fucking just start putting that shit on real quick. Oh, and then I forgot to say so when you're in level 4, you have to wear a gas mask.
Ooh.
Get boggy?
Oh, I mean the thing is you have to put it on right. If you put it on right, it won't get foggy.
Okay.
But there were a lot of people who couldn't fucking handle it, man. Because it was so fucking hot. It would be really cold at night, but then really hot during the day. And so constantly running
So
around.
you're doing it during the day too, like
Yeah.
all day long?
Yeah, all day long.
How many times did you run it in one day?
The day that we were doing like mostly level 4 stuff, we probably did it like 10 times.
And what time do you start? Like that whole thing?
That starts at normal time, so like probably like, well, so and then during that whole time you're eating MREs.
Okay.
So while you're in the
That's fire.
deployment environment, you're
What do you
eating
think of
all the
MREs?
time.
Are you a fan?
Honestly, not bad.
Not
Yeah,
bad, dude. They're
good.
great.
Yeah, they're
They're not
pretty good.
fucking
I really
bad.
like them.
Only thing is, they would only give us 10 minutes to eat, And if we fucked up the day before, they would give us even less time.
Damn.
So sometimes only like 6-7 minutes.
Damn.
And so they would say, oh, you can heat it up if you fucking want to, but you got 7 minutes to eat.
What?
That shit needs to be in the trash can, which is like half a mile away.
You can't
By
like
this
camp
time.
around the trash can when you eat.
No.
That's fucked up.
You can't get the trash yet?
That's fucked up.
Doesn't the instructions on the MRE say some things need to heat up longer than like they say like 15 to 20 minutes?
All of that is already cooked, so you're good if you eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's already cooked. It's just gonna
What was
be
your
fucking
favorite
cold.
MRE?
Chili Mac.
What was your favorite
Mac.
cold MRE? Like you didn't have enough time.
Chili Mac.
Chili Mac still?
Chili Mac. Yeah.
Chili Mac hits.
Do you remember which one had the best sides? There was one that wasn't like maybe one of the best, but it had like a lot of side shit.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
I don't
but
remember what
I
MRE
can't remember
was.
which one it was.
Is it something beef?
Might
'Cause
have been like the
I got
taco
that
one.
one time.
Taco
You're
beef.
right. It was like beef taco, and it came with like a tortilla, some shitty beef. I
Yeah.
don't remember what the sides were, but the sides were fucking
The
nice.
sides
Yeah.
I
were
remember one
nice.
comes with blueberry or like raspberry like jam. Or
Yeah,
some shit like
I had
that.
that.
That one's
yeah.
fire.
I had that. Yeah.
That shit's pretty good.
I remember wanna eating get
This
that
one had
shit
like a big
cold.
cookie. It had like a fucking biscuit and jam.
The cookies aren't great because they're not. I like my cookies soft, and those things were fucking rock hard.
Yeah.
Because they had
Yeah.
they had those shits.
I'm the same way.
They had those shits in like huge quantities. So I don't know how long they've been sitting there, but they're in a box,
Big-ass
like
crate.
a big ass crate.
Yeah.
And so when they tell you to go
fucking
and grab
grab
it,
one.
you're literally running in. They're in the bunker, so you run down into the bunker and you're just grabbing whatever you can get.
You
Because
didn't
if
even
they
look,
catch you,
basically?
if they catch you trying to like pick,
look through it,
they're gonna
yeah.
fucking yell at you.
That's funny as fuck.
I would ask for some milk. Did you ask for some milk?
No.
Would you try? Would you try trading with people when you saw like what you got?
Oh yeah, you try. to
Oh, you got this, bro? Like, look it up.
Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
No, I would. What did I like? I would always trade.
You trade chicken to that one guy who didn't get his haircut.
No, we had one dude.
Kool-Aid, right?
So they tell us you cannot bring anything back into the tents, like no food, no nothing. Some dude got caught fucking with Skittles in his fucking crate.
Damn, dude. That'd
What'd
be
they do
me.
to him?
His tent got fucked.
Oh
man.
no, they take out everything, right? Like they flip
Yeah, so they
everything and-
search the tent sometimes just randomly,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, so they found it. He just put it on fucking top, dude. The idiot, man. Didn't
Imagine
even
your
try
butt
to
cheeks
hide it.
when they come in to check.
I think he told me too. He was like,
I'd have Skittles in
they
my
came
ass.
up to him and they was like, "Do you want to tell us anything? Anything going on?"
No.
He's like, "No." They let him go because he after they talked to him, he was like, "Oh shit!" Like he remembered what it was, and then later that they went up to him. They're like,
Did they check your underwear?
No.
Can I put the Skittles? I just put the
You can
Skittles
put them in
my
your underwear, yeah. But if anyone
if you
catches
wear
you,
it.
like,
looking at me. Why does he put his hand in his pocket in his pants? What's going on?
they're gonna fuck you up, dude.
but they fucked him up. So what they made him do is pack up all of their shit in their tent, and we have all this shit with us that we
It
brought.
makes
A
all
lot
of
of
the
shit.
platoon
All
do,
of
right?
their
Or
shit,
whatever.
all their
Oh,
uniforms,
dude.
all their boot, like
Oh.
Fuck
everything.
that one
Everything.
guy.
I would fuck
Pack
you
it all
up.
up, hike down to where the entrance is, and then hike all the way back up and put everything back. Oh, and clean the tent.
So what? Can I fuck that guy up? Like, how's that work? If I'm in the tent and I didn't do the Skittle shit, but I'm like being punished
Uh-huh.
at night, if I like fuck him up, like, am I in trouble?
You guys are marching down there with supervision, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean,
Would-
depends.
Did it happen? Do you know if
Depends.
that'd be okay?
There was a guy who I guess he was a fucking troublemaker the whole time, and I think he said something to this chick or some. I remember at one point I heard he said.
Shut up, bitch.
I heard he said the N word or something like that. But then he was like trying to. He said something to this chick and like he was gone after that. So I don't think you could get away with a lot.
Yeah, I
So-
feel like things are different now.
If people are gonna, yeah, it's definitely the military is definitely
Do
different.
you feel like if it was like the 70s, you can fuck somebody up?
Oh, 70s, you fucking beat the shit out of
You
someone.
got caught for Skittles? Come here.
Come here.
I was
Soap
gonna say,
sock.
I was gonna say, trainers and shit. I know they passed that law not too long ago where they can't close hand hit you anymore.
Yeah, no,
Well,
they can't not touch you at all.
Oh, they can't touch
They
you at
can't
all.
touch you, and they're not supposed to cuss at you.
They're not supposed to.
My sergeant,
Uh-huh.
he kind of sometimes it would
slip out?
It would slip out.
Did you
And we
tattle
were,
on him?
No. We were all cool. our sergeant, he was a fucking asshole. We had probably two of the most like disciplining sergeants in the fucking whole squadron. Like they were
just on their shit.
Honestly, it sucked. It sucked being with them, but like
Listen here, mother flower, you better get back in line.
No, my Sergeant Jimenez, which is he was like white guy, probably like he's a little shorter than me, maybe like about the same height as me.
Jimenez is a white guy?
Yeah, right. He was like Full Metal Jacket. Like he kind of just straight up reminded me of Full Metal Jacket. Like his voice, he just sounded like a fucking drill instructor.
You listen to me, maggot.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
He would say frickin' a lot. That's how he got around it. Frickin'.
Yeah. Okay.
And he'd go with the hand gestures too.
Little middle
The
schooler.
fucking hand gestures, man. You guys are frickin' pissing me the hell off. And like his facial facial gestures, it would scare you.
Would his veins pop like he's
Yes,
vein in
his
his neck?
fucking vein. Like he would look so fucking angry.
Do you think they should be allowed to be able to cuss at you?
Yes.
Do you think they should be able to put their hands on you?
Open or not? Closed fist. Or open fist.
Closed fist?
Open fist. Open fist.
No,
my bad,
because
my bad.
well, at least I think it might be the Marines
they
or the Army
slap
where they're still
you?
allowed to do that. They're allowed to slap you, I think.
I'm
But
not
like,
sure.
but like in like very specific situations.
I feel like it should be like Universal's like scare night. You could do it a little bit.
I heard also that on the range where like if you mishandle your weapon even slightly, they're allowed to beat the ever living shit out of
Oh, it
you.
would definitely be a big fucking.
Yeah,
Deal.
that's where you.
That's what I heard.
probably
Like
be.
sergeants, like if they don't like someone, like they'll camp them at the range when they're like firing their guns, and as soon as they accidentally.
Did you
even-
load 2 bullets on
If they
that? Come
accidentally,
here.
if they accidentally wave their gun at somebody, immediately they'll like flip them and like just fucking just
I mean, in that
beat the shit out of
situation,
them.
I think it's granted.
yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, there wasn't many situations in my experience that I would think that physical contact
Would necessary.
was necessary.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe to scare you a little bit more, but I mean,
Do you think it would have worked on
our
some people?
sergeant. There were definitely a lot of sergeants there
females.
who were softer than mine.
Oh really?
Yeah, like we only got 5-minute phone. We didn't even get 5-minute phone calls that often. Other flights.
Kyle
get
got
like
5-minute Discord calls.
we get like 30 to fucking 45-minute phone calls
Whoa.
every week.
Damn. Talk to my girl.
Oh, so you're allowed 5-minute phone calls a week?
Yeah.
Like to whoever you wanted?
And that was what we were required to have.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that's the bare minimum. You have to give them 5 minutes.
Who would you call? Your mom or your dad or whatever?
Pretty much. Like 5 minutes, it goes by quick, man. If somebody doesn't
Yeah.
pick up, like
Fuck.
already 2 minutes gone by.
Yeah.
And the whole time you're on the phone, like the sergeant's going around the room making sure that
Everybody doesn't
you're not
pass their
allowed
time.
to be on FaceTime, take pictures, no nothing. You can't even text and email, nothing. You just have to be on your phone.
Oh shit. Oh, you use your own phone? It's not like
Yeah.
a pay phone? Oh
Yeah,
shit. Oh,
no,
that's
you
cool.
use your own phone. But yeah.
Do you think sergeants should be allowed to hit other participants?
That's
Well, he
stuff with
said it
girls
wasn't-
now.
Yeah, no, I don't
necessary.
think it's.
Dude, imagine
In my
just gonna
experience, I don't
beat
think
them.
it was necessary.
Not that it would be necessary or not, because you said to scare them a little bit, maybe. Do you think they should have that opportunity to be able to do that? Maybe one guy, to make an example out of somebody is fucking around, then they punch somebody, or they smack the shit out of somebody. Do you think that should be allowed?
I think it's too risky.
Too risky?
It's too much of a risk lawsuit wise
No,
or
no,
anything
if
like
that's completely fine, do you think they should be allowed to do that?
that. Wait, what do you mean completely fine?
Like, that's
It's always a
Like
risk
in
of
what
lawsuit,
situation
though.
would that ever be like necessary for him? Like,
well, it's never necessary, I think,
because like you never did anything like
need
where
to.
like somebody endangered other people, right? So it's like
No.
yeah, there's no point.
Because
to ever,
he's
like,
saying he doesn't
physical
need to. But I'm saying, does he think that
If
at
it
all-
got to a point where somebody was endangering other people, yeah, I think.
When
Did
they
you
do that,
you never
know?
did like fighting like training, right? Like
No.
hand to hand.
No.
Yeah. See, like for example, yeah, because the Air Force doesn't do like a lot of physical like stuff, so it's not necessary for them to like
Alright.
beat people. Like even for the sergeants to like handle people like physically. Like in the Marines and the Army, where
They
you
have
start
women
doing
sergeants.
no, like
right?
for example, like because it just depends on which branch of the military you're in. Like in the Marines and Army, where you're doing hand to hand, and somebody starts being like an extra asshole about it, like they're still like beating them even though they already won their like their like scenario or
You gotta be
whatever.
able to fuck that guy up.
Like if they're still like going at it, then yeah, then the sergeant could like come in, grapple them, like, hey, make them calm down, like.
All right.
But like Air Force, there's no situations ever where like that's necessary or like.
Gonna drone
Stuff like
strike your family. You better watch out.
Yeah, I get it. I was gonna say, I was gonna ask. There's no like, I know in the Marines they have a thing called the Crucible at the very end of training, where like it's like I think it's like 3 days of like where you hike and basically you're out in the desert and you're just like you have to survive for 3 days basically on your own. Is there anything like that similar like you did?
Pretty much anything like that would be like Beast Week. Like I would just say.
No, that's
like,
the closest thing to it.
That's
Okay.
the closest thing.
Okay.
What's the female ratio like out there?
In the Air Force, it's decent. It's decent, especially for like my job. I'd say it's pretty decent. Like going to tech, because in basic, you're all separated
By gender, yeah.
by
obviously,
gender.
Yeah.
But they started doing this
By
new
race?
thing. They started doing this new thing where they're like trying to
Mix them a little bit.
mix each other, like mixed female and male, but not in the same dorm. But just as far as like some of the training that you do,
Mhm.
you're like learning it together, pretty much.
Okay.
Because obviously once
Like
you
when
get
you
to
went, like when you went to the classes and stuff, like there'll be like
Yeah.
females in there. Also?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, you're constantly being like monitored,
Haunted
and
and hounded and
God
shit.
forbid you even like do
Look at
anything,
them.
you're fucked. You are fucked.
That'd be tough.
I remember this one guy. I think someone tattled on him. Some chick tattled on him because he was like getting a little close to one of the girls on the flight.
Wait, didn't even do
He
anything?
didn't even do anything.
What a queer.
What a fucking ass.
I hope ISIS gets her.
She's in the Air Force. She's never gonna be
I
deployed.
hope they find her.
Fucking totally.
But it is. I mean, the thing is, like, you're shaped fucking bald.
So you don't look good. Yeah, it's hard to like.
Yeah, but everyone else is too.
Yeah.
And she's like
really
in a
good.
very stressful, traumatic situation. That'd be kind of easy picking.
Use this soft
I mean,
life
I have heard the supposedly in my squadron in basic, there were a few people or two sets of people who got caught kissing at the mailbox.
Ooh, what happened to them?
Holy
They-
Out in public?
So the mailbox is like, it's still like right next to the dorms, but I mean, it's a little bit away.
Damn, what this
And I think
bitch?
normally you take your mail at night,
Yeah.
and so people just go over there and just like you
Hang
know.
out for a little
okay.
bit, like.
But I mean, there's a lot of sergeants who are like, and they have cameras all over the whole place.
Dude, I'm not
Oh,
risking that.
so like if you do something, like you're like, oh, nobody saw, and then
Yeah.
like they'll call you like afterwards, like a few hours later, like,
Yep.
hey, report to the office or report to the sergeant's place real
pretty
quick,
much.
and
You'll
then
hear,
they fucking
when
chew
you go
your
back
ass
to the
out.
dorm, you'll hear there's like the box, and
They'll
which
wait till
goes-
after you get your dick sucked. Like, all right, now send them in. We got
Yeah,
Report
you
to
just
Sergeant
hear-
Jimenez's
you'll just
office
hear-
now. I was like, oh,
You
fuck.
just hear
Y'all in there relaxed as hell.
tell Airman so and so to come down to CQ, please.
That's tough.
Yo,
But yeah,
Kyle,
they ended up getting recycled.
Yeah.
Meaning, so when you get recycled in basic, you get pretty much sent backwards.
To week 0?
Not to week 0, just a week. Well, it depends.
How bad you fucked up?
I don't know necessarily that. Most of the time, it's just 1 week,
Oh, okay.
or it's to the next squadron whenever they are.
Oh, because each squadron starts at a different time, so you just go back.
So it could be 1, it could be 2.
Okay. How
Damn.
often can you get recycled? Like how far? Like,
There are a decent amount of people who get recycled. Not that many. I'd probably say.
but how many times can you like? Like, what's the longest serving someone did? Like,
I don't know.
Okay.
But I can tell you there was a guy who made it all the way to like
week 13.
like the end of week 7, right before he was about to graduate, and then he got caught. He says he went to it's called the Base Exchange, the BX, which is basically like a general store where you can get shit.
Uh-huh.
And he pretty much bought shit that he wasn't. Well, it was either he bought shit he wasn't supposed to, or that he went to another, because there's like a few on base. He went to like a farther one,
Mhm.
and
And he wasn't supposed to go to that one yet.
And then when he went in front of an officer, he lied to the officer and said that he didn't do that.
Mm.
So they fucked him up.
Do they pay you there, or do you get like credit like on the base?
You're getting paid while you're in basic,
Oh, okay.
and they give you this little card that's pretty much like a temporary
Like
debit
card. Does it only work on the base, or does it work everywhere?
Where it only works on the base.
Okay.
Yeah. That you use for like anything you need to buy, like shampoo, anything like that.
Nice.
Damn,
Okay.
dude. Imagine it being your third time on week 7.
At that exchange thing, is it based off like how much time you've been there that you're allowed to buy certain things? Like the store is like restricted to you?
There are a lot of things you're not allowed to buy.
Well, the
And
one
I've
is-
even heard of the workers telling like
They're
the
plants.
sergeant, telling the sergeant like,
Oh,
oh,
shit.
this guy bought this.
So if it's
So-
on,
So-
They
yeah.
know what they're not supposed to buy.
if it's on base, are they only selling it so that if you go to buy it, you get in trouble for trying to buy whatever? It would
No,
be?
because that base is like an actual. It's not just a training base. Like there are permanent people on that
Yeah.
base.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so the people who actually work there, they're allowed to
Okay.
buy whatever they want. It's just like if
Yeah.
you're in training, you're restricted to a certain like you can only buy like this certain stuff. You
Like,
can't
what's
buy
like
this.
off limits for you while you're training?
any caffeine.
Oh, really?
Obviously,
Damn.
Like you can't buy a
Holy
Monster
shit.
or a
you
Red
cannot
Bull?
buy
Can't
Monster.
buy
Oh no,
Oh.
nicotine!
Coffee.
Holy
Damn.
shit! I didn't know training was that hard.
You can't even buy coffee.
Nope.
Dude,
Damn,
Kyle rolled up
that's
with a white monster at
fucked.
like 7:30.
I
What is he
did.
gonna do?
That's fucked. Damn.
Damn.
I'm assuming the caffeine's like
I
you have
honestly
no like
was
head
like,
start on other
I could
people.
probably do this all, and then you told me that.
No caffeine.
I don't think I can make it, bro.
That's rough.
I might get held back a couple weeks.
You going for nicotine?
I'm going for nicotine or caffeine.
I
One
was
of
supposed to
them.
do 8 weeks. I'm on
One of my-
16 now.
One of my buddies said he snuck a vape in, but that is
How do you sneak a vape?
You pass the
ass.
asshole check.
so when you get there, you have your personal
Let me
bag,
see your asshole, private.
and you just like honestly most of the time. So they only check your personal drawer. They are not allowed to go in your personal drawer. Well, they can.
If they
But
have, like,
they can randomly do it if they wanted to, but they didn't the whole time I was there.
They usually don't.
They only
Yeah.
did it at the very, very end because you have to like pass an inspection for it,
The ones that inspect everything.
pretty
Okay.
much. So yeah, he got away with it.
Oh shit.
I don't know how often he hit it, but supposedly he did it.
Every night. Speaking of nights, how far along into being in all that did you eventually jerk off?
I
Ooh.
did not jerk off at all during.
Not
that.
at all.
Were there any fucking people
Being
fiending?
around. I'll get to that.
Okay.
Being around fucking
Dudes.
40 other guys for fucking
rock
8
hard.
weeks.
I'm just sitting there fucking.
You don't really
I
get
was
horny.
sweating cum for 8 weeks.
I don't think it was till like week 6
Wait, see, you,
until I was randomly in class one time and it hit me at a random fucking
It
time.
was because you saw
I-
one of the girls. You're like, damn, these bitches actually
No,
don't
it wasn't.
look bad.
I was fucking watching. So we were taking a class on how to apply a tourniquet, and it was like.
And you saw a thigh.
Like I saw some
saw
fucking,
blood.
like some gruesome ass shit, like blood, like somebody dying,
yeah.
and
You
like
got
applying a
hard?
tourniquet, and I just fucking my dick was hard.
I can't wait to do that to people.
I
I
don't
can't
know
wait
why.
to make people put on.
You might be a serial killer. You just don't know yet.
did you have an urge like when you right when you got there? Did
No.
you have like
It doesn't even cross your mind. At
I
least
can
for me, it
imagine.
did not
how
even
often
cross
of
my mind.
a how
Yeah,
often would you
before.
masturbate before you went?
Well, you didn't really have the need because, like,
Well, I'm saying I want to gauge what he was like before.
Because if it's like me or
Before?
Brandon, dude, and we go in and we're fucking fiending for like probably
I'd
like
say
2
I'd probably
weeks.
jerk off at least once a day.
Once a day.
Most
That's not
time.
bad.
Well, most of the time. Sometimes I don't. I mean,
yeah,
That's not bad,
depends.
actually.
Kinda how
Sometimes I
am
just
right
get
now,
home and
actually.
I'm fucking tired. And,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. So you had no shock, you had no withdrawal until like all the way till week 6.
Yeah. Well, I remember. So, yeah, I got hard then. But dude, when I first got to tech school, and I had my own, not your own dorm, but you share it with one other dude.
It's only one dude,
He
yeah, compared to
left.
the 40.
He
Yeah.
left.
He
I went in
left
the
for
shower,
5
dude.
minutes.
Oh my god.
And you're allowed to have
Nice.
your phone by then and everything, right?
Oh
You're
yeah,
like,
dude. When you get your phone back, it is
oh, how long did you go without your phone?
crazy. Well, I had it like once a week for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but
for
you're not
private-
allowed to
I know,
check
really,
it.
yeah, you're not
But,
allowed
like,
to-
I would
back.
see notifications pop up like when I turn on my phone, but
I can't play Minecraft, Drew. I'm
even when you're
sorry.
like in your dorm and everything, like the day's already over and you're like, nah, it's just
Yep.
like resting. You can't
Nope.
be on your phone.
the phones are locked away.
Damn, that's fucked up.
It's crazy.
Yeah, getting your phone back was weird.
What would you do on your once your day was over and you're like done with all the like The shit you had to do
They
in
would
line, it's
always
like
have you doing some bullshit. They'd make sure you're constantly busy.
really.
But sometimes if there was downtime, they'd just tell you to study. You have this big study book with like all this Air Force knowledge
This was at the tech school, right?
at basic.
Oh, at basic.
At basic.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Because there's some downtime at basic.
Yeah.
So you're just studying this study guide. Because there is you're taking I forget what the test is called, but pretty much right before you leave, you take a test, and you have to pass with at least a 70.
Did you become
Out of
blood
100 or
brothers
what?
with anyone?
Huh?
Did you become blood brothers with anyone who died?
Anybody who died.
Yeah, did you become blood brothers with
This
anybody?
guy's an idiot. Don't listen to that guy.
After PT, you cut your hands and you're like, ah. No,
No, but I did make some really fucking close friends.
Would you say like you're gonna be like friends for a long time with them? Or would you say like it was just because like in the moment like
Obviously, like
just brothers like who
most of
shared
us,
through that bullshit?
Yeah, I mean it's different. Like you're showering
Yeah.
with these fucking people. You're
Yeah.
literally
You're living with them.
You're living with them for fucking like 2 months. So you get really close to people, and these people are all different. Like they're coming from all different places around the fucking
All over the country,
US,
yeah.
Who's the most unique person, like, who's, like, different?
The most unique fucking person.
Met someone from Maine or something like.
There were people from everywhere. Everybody
Who's
was
the cl-
unique
who
in
had
their
the
own
coolest
fucking
accent?
accent.
Or just talk different?
There were a lot of them that had like. There was a guy from Michigan. He talked like he had an accent. I forget what this other guy was from.
Was there any like did you notice like a vast majority of people came from like a certain area or was it a good mix of like from everywhere? Pretty even.
Pretty good mix. I'd
Even?
say. Pretty good mix.
It wasn't like a majority of people came from California like you or like a majority of people came from the south or a majority of people came from the north.
No, it was mostly mixed.
Oh, nice.
Mostly
Oh,
mixed.
that's pretty cool.
But
I'm assuming that's why they ask like, are you racist or anything before you join? Like,
are you
Yeah.
to make sure.
Yes, very
Fine
much
racist.
But so there was this guy. His name is Moore, and
More?
he was-
More.
Nice.
More. You
Give
call
me more.
because in basic you don't have a rank, so you're called trainee. So his
Yeah.
name we would call him Trainee Moore,
Nice.
and he was
Different?
He was different. He was definitely different. He was like a little shy kid, and he was funny because he's like the one who always got grilled, because he would like freeze up.
More.
He would freeze up and freak the fuck out really easily. Like he had
Ooh.
something. I'm not really sure what is up with him, but
Just he would just freeze up. That was just his thing.
yeah, he It was funny one time. We were doing some marching, like learning how to do something to do with marching, and we're out in the on the blacktop,
And he stumbled for a second.
and we halt the.
Oh, he
Sergeant
said halt?
Jimenez,
Yeah.
he halts us. We're all standing at attention. Like when he halts,
Yeah,
we're
you're
all
supposed to
standing at
stop
attention. You
immediately.
freeze.
Yeah.
You don't move, right? So we're all standing there, and I'm like, just like,
Yeah.
and then out of the corner of my eye, I see somebody just totally fucking like move. Like I'm talking like, like just scoot over. And my sergeant goes like,
What the
"What the? Trainee Moore. Oh, once again, Trainee Moore."
Somebody help him.
And he goes, "Y'all know what this means. Take off your masks." And that means it's time for push-ups
Damn. On the blacktop?
on the blacktop.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Fuck.
We actually put it on our shirt. One of the things that he would always say is, "Take off your masks." He would say it exactly like that. When he said that,
Fuck.
it's time to fucking do
He's
some
taking
exercise.
little pleasure in it. He's got a little. Oh,
How many push-ups did you do? Are you
Dude,
enough
he would-
like your
he
chest?
would go till fucking. One time I think he went to like 120.
Oh God.
But he would like mix. He would do like a few. It wasn't just push-ups. He would do like flutter kicks,
Ooh.
which is where you're kicking your feet.
what happens
like
if you
that.
don't make it all the way?
What do you mean?
No, you make
Like
it.
saying he's going like we're gonna do 120 in his head. At some point you gas out like I don't know 50.
You gas out, but you got to keep going as much as
You
you
gotta
can,
keep
'cause
trying,
Otherwise,
yeah.
he'll like zone you. Like he'll go to you and be like,
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What's
What
going
are
on?
you doing, faggot? What's going on?
What's going on? Everyone else is doing it. How come you're not doing it? Like, just start fucking with you.
You'd be like, trainee so-and-so doesn't want to do push-ups, so I guess we're doing flutter kicks now. Everybody roll over.
No!
What a dick.
Take your shirts off and roll over.
Yeah. No, it was good. Like, in the moment, that shit sucks.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But, like, looking back on it, basically was fun. It's good memories. It's like shit you're going to keep with you forever.
I can imagine.
And the connection with people, like, I don't really talk to them as much anymore.
Now, but like,
we have,
just
like, a
knowing that you had
Snapchat
that bond, like, yeah, we went through that shit together. Like, I can hit him up and like, we can relate it on that for sure.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
cool.
much.
That's cool. Damn, that would be cool to go through shit like that. I'm not built for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're different. I'm surprised you. Well, that's kind of a dick move to say, but like, yeah, I'm
No,
surprised
I
you made
mean,
it all the
to
way
be
through.
honest,
I'm
like,
surprised
no,
you
I'm
made it
definitely,
too,
Kyle.
I'm definitely not I don't think I was a stereotype to go into the military.
Do you think they make you into that? Or they,
Yes.
of course, they
Yeah,
make
yeah,
you into
oh,
that.
yeah, that's
but,
true.
But,
Exclusively.
That's true. Yeah, did
Definitely
you
has changed me.
because I think beforehand, I would have totally said you can't make it.
did you go in thinking like, I might not make it all the way? Like, did you have your doubts on yourself, or do you think like, I could do it? I'm gonna try. Like, I should be able to do it. Like,
I just want to say,
pretty
yeah,
much,
mad
like,
confidence.
definitely, like, I'm gonna try.
I guess I'm the only one who believed in him.
You're the
you
only
believed in
one
him all the
Kyle?
way.
Yeah,
Nice.
I thought you had it.
I didn't think he was gonna make it.
I guess because there's
'Cause
no
you
fair.
know
It's
the horror
'cause
stories
you guys
of,
make no. It's not that.
PT, and I hear this guy's like freaking out over like specific chicken nuggets he's getting at Applebee's.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, dude, this guy is not gonna make
The
it.
food actually wasn't all that terrible. I mean, it was bad in basic. It got better in tech school,
Oh, nice.
but like they would change it every day.
Mhm.
Sometimes they would have like cheeseburgers. Sometimes they would have
Shit.
grilled. Like, honestly, you could get fat being there.
Really? At tech school?
Yeah, like a lot of people gain weight.
Oh, nice.
I ended up losing like 15 more pounds.
Nice.
But I ate 3 times a day. Like, it was because you're constantly doing shit.
Yeah.
all the
So like,
time.
yeah, you're like hungry.
And
'cause
I
you
wasn't
need to-
eating like anything like green or like healthy.
You're eating the
Like,
shit
I
that they
was
gave you.
eating,
Yeah.
Like, well, obviously you can choose the greens.
Oh, really?
Like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
have it all laid out. It's like they have like signs for like, okay, this is unhealthy. Like, don't eat a lot of this. Eat more of this. Like,
Oh, they just kind of like nudge you in that direction, but you don't have to follow it.
yeah, there's just
exactly.
signs that say, okay, like, don't eat this. Try not to eat as much as this. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
okay.
You can get whatever you want though.
What are they handing you when they say that?
They
Yeah.
had pizza sometimes.
Did they give you like a tray and like
Don't
you just
eat-
go
yeah,
and serve yourself?
So pretty much, when you go to the DFAC,
That whole tray of lasagna. Don't eat this.
you're going in only a
Give me
few at a
this.
time.
Uh-huh.
And the way it works is, so you need two people, which are picked out by the sergeants,
Oh, shit.
who are, they're called,
It's not the like special like people with the sashes or anything, right? It's
no,
just two random
they're
people.
not, they don't exist. This isn't basic.
Oh, okay.
So they're called,
Some bullshit.
Some
They're just
bullshit.
slightly different though. They have some title.
They're just, it's just the job that they give you.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
the shittest job. Like, if anybody ever goes to basic, do not
Try not to get that.
do not get this job for the DFAC. It's called like food or like DFAC run or something like that. I forget exactly what it was fucking called.
Just some
But-
bullshit. Yeah.
So pretty much those two people would walk in, right? And in the DFAC, the way it's set up is you're going through a line and getting food,
Hmm.
and then the tables are right there, and you have to be seated in a certain way. Right? So it's not that complicated. You're just sitting back to front, back to front, back to front,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so the two people would go in and they'd have to report to what's called the snake's nest, or the snake pit, which is where all the sergeants hang out.
Ooh.
Literally all the sergeants in the squadron are all sitting
Ooh,
there, right?
Nice.
And they got to go up to them, right? They got to march up there perfectly.
Oh,
They
God.
mess up at all, and they have to do like facing movements, which is where you do it with like your feet, like you have to do it perfectly.
Yeah.
You go up there, you stand at attention, and you're just like, Sergeant, trainee so-and-so reports as ordered. Sergeant, my flight is prepared to enter the DFAC from the east side. And then they say, bring them in. And then you say, bring them in. Yes, Sergeant. Thank you, Sergeant. and then you do a facing movement and you go back.
So you
But,
didn't,
like,
you didn't do that, right?
No,
Like,
I
that was
didn't
your
end
job?
up like
Okay.
I said. I was like hiding in the fucking shadows. I didn't
you're
want to
just
do. I
trying
don't
to
want
blend
any
in.
fucking
Like, I'm
job.
just another face here, bro.
Pretty much. So, yeah, that is, and especially like you freeze up when you're in front of all those.
I
Fucking
can imagine,
sergeants,
yeah,
you
that-
freeze the fuck up,
The pressure that
and
you
they
must
will
feel
yell at you.
if you fuck up at all.
They will fucking yell.
Do you
at
feel like you? Was there ever a point that they zoned in on you and you had to stand there while they're yelling in your face?
There were a couple times where that Sergeant Jimenez, yeah, he. I remember it was like the first or second week. I went into the DFAC, and so before you get into the actual line, you have to do a facing movement and then stand in front of a mirror and salute like that. You just practice your salute, and so it's very like there's a very specific way that they teach you how to salute. Like you have to bring it like up over the middle, right, and then right here, and you have to like hold your arm. Like it's very
Yeah, it's just Just
very nitpicky.
Yeah.
And
They want it to be
standing in front of the
uniform.
mirror, and he was there, and I was like, oh fuck! Like every time you go to that mirror, you're like hoping he's not there, because like
he'll tell you if you fuck up or
yeah,
you did it
he'll
wrong.
just yell at you.
Yeah.
He'll yell at you. So I went up there and I'm standing there and he's standing right there. And I like rendered my salute and he's like, no, do it again. And he just made me do it over and over and
Oh
over
my
again.
God.
And he's yelling at me in my face the whole fucking time I'm doing it. Like, do it again, do it again,
God
do it again, do it again,
damn.
do it again, do it again. And I'm just the whole time.
So
I have a mask on.
He's that close to you, like right here. He's like,
Oh,
do
this
it
is-
again.
this
This was
close
when
to
you
me.
had to still wear the masks, right?
Yeah, so COVID was still a thing back
What a
then.
dick.
And so the whole time,
Is
I'm
he
like,
wearing one while yelling at you?
no. No.
Or you're just screaming
He's
like,
yelling at
"Fuck
you.
That's awesome.
You like the
So-
whole time and under the mask?
But under the mask, I'm like grinning the whole time. Just like when I'm getting yelled at, I grin. Like it's just funny to me. I don't take it that seriously.
yeah.
But yeah, I remember that just grinning the whole fucking time and just like,
Fuck me.
I'm saluting, sir. Please. I'm saluting.
But then there was another time so it was the PT test. So the last PT test, which like it fucking like that was the one that mattered. You
Oh,
take
really?
like 3 PT tests, and the last one is the one that counts.
That really, really, yeah.
So there's obviously scores that you need to get. Like you need to run the mile in a certain time, and the mile is the thing I was fucking scared of. You need to do push-ups, sit-ups, a certain amount of push-ups, a certain amount of sit-ups, and the
Do you
mile.
still remember like what was the requirement or just you just
It
even
was
know.
like 30-something, or no, 40-something push-ups and 40-something sit-ups.
and what was the
like-
mile time?
And then the mile time's like 12 minutes.
Okay.
Well, no, a mile and a half.
Oh, mile and a
a
half.
mile and
okay.
a half.
Oh, okay, that makes a difference. That makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is this all in one go? The push-up, sit-ups, and the
yes,
mile? Now?
it's
All back
one-
to back? Like-
all back to back. Yeah.
Did you
Which
get
one
to
did you
choose
do?
which one you did first?
Thank God, no. He was like, before we did it, he was like, oh, you guys might have to do the push-ups and sit-ups first. But thank God it came down to it. We had to do the mile first.
Oh,
and
thank
then-
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
it's
makes
a lot
sense.
better.
Yeah,
Sounds way
way better. Yeah.
But so the mile is where I fucking suck at running because I was so out of shape before I joined, and I remember fucking running my fucking little heart out like I was literally about to pass the fuck out, and I get to the end and I'm still fucking running as fast as I can, and
And this is
They-
all in
you get-
Texas where
yes,
it's hot as
it's
fuck.
hot as fuck.
Yeah.
and they told us like, okay, once you get past, so there's like cones that are set up on the side,
Mm.
and all the sergeants are like standing over by
At
the
each
cones,
cone, basically. Yeah.
making sure that you're running around. And so once you get past, I think it was like the blue cone, then you're done, right? But I was running, and I was my head was, I felt so fucking dizzy. I was not paying attention, and so I wasn't thinking. I just ran past the cone, went around it, and ran straight into. I just kicked they had this like device where we had like ankle bracelets on to where it would count a lap every time we would go around to make sure we weren't cheating. And so I totally like went around.
Kicked the fuck out of the
I
thing.
kicked the fuck out of this thing, right? And there's shit ton of sergeants right there. and I just start getting fucking screamed at, like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm just like, and I'm just getting yelled at by like 3 different fucking sergeants, just like,
Just trying to catch your fucking
You
breath.
idiot.
pretty much the whole time they're just like totally grilling the fuck out of me. And so I
even
go, I
listen to
run
them?
back around, and then I run past another wrong cone into another sergeant, go back, finally run past the final blue cone, and sergeants are just coming up to me, like, getting in my face, like, are you an idiot? Like, what is wrong with you? You could have just got rid of everybody's fucking score. Are you stupid? Because I could have just, like, the thing.
Drill Sergeant, yes.
Yes, Joe Sergeant, I am.
Like if you had fucked
I
up
am an
that
idiot.
little thing, you would have fucked up everything.
And I was just quiet, like, I'm just fucking breathing hard. And my Sergeant Jimenez he would always say this fucking thing. He'd be like, you could have just taken everybody's scores out. Fuck. Everybody say, thank you, Trainee Jones. Thank you.
Thank you, trainee Joe.
Oh, monotone. Everyone's like, fuck.
Thank you, trainee.
Thanks, asshole.
It was funny. I remember we were walking back to the dorm after that test, and he's like, as we're running back, he's like, what is wrong with you? Like, in front of my whole flight, like, what the hell happened?
Hey, come here.
I'm
What's wrong with you?
"Sergeant, I'm sorry, I was so lightheaded, I nearly passed out. And he's like, almost passed out. Well, you didn't.
Yeah, right, yeah. That's a dick. That's the shit I would say.
Oh, you didn't. Fuck, you're right, I guess.
Whatever.
What would you say would be your favorite memory from training and then your favorite memory from tech school?
Favorite memory from training?
Or from basic, I mean, my bad.
I know it's tech school one.
Yeah, basic and tech school.
Yeah, 2 different things.
Tech
favorite
school
memory
one's
from-
classified. For sure.
Favorite memory from basic? would
I think I know
be,
he's good at tech school.
God, there's a bunch, but definitely the trainee more, because
Really?
we would always after that, because
Just fuck with them?
we would just call each other by our last name.
Uh-huh.
We wouldn't call each other like Trainee Jones, Trainee so and so.
Just say Jones or like, hey,
Jones,
Moore,
whatever.
hey.
But we'd call Moore instead of Trainee Moore.
Every time? Just every time?
And I remember that dude. One night we were after lights went out. This dude supposedly, what the fuck did he say? I don't know, but he was he's just one of those dudes that you don't think would say something so fucking funny. But he started commenting about like women and shit. He started talking about like a chick in the other flight, like what he'd do to this chick in the other flight. And it was just so off, like you wouldn't
guys would have
expect
to
him to
hold me
fucking
back,
say
guy.
that shit.
You wouldn't even know what to do with that.
That's funny.
But that was probably one of the fucking funny. Oh, and then there was another time where I was on what is it called? So pretty much we have this thing where at all times during the day you need people on I forget what it's called. Pretty much you need people on guard, like guarding the door to the dorm
Okay.
and letting people in and out of the dorm. They need to be checking like ID.
Oh, so you
people
just
in and
stand there
out.
like
And there's
Who
like
are
a,
you?
yeah, pretty much.
like
yeah.
doorman, like
Pretty much a doorman.
Yeah, okay.
And I remember one time I'm on it, and most of the time I was on it at night.
You rotate through that, like like did you
I would
specifically
have,
have a certain shift, or
I
was
would
it like
have it every other day, and the thing is, I got fucked over with night shift, so I would always be on the door guard or like dorm guard from like either from 10 a.m. to like 6 a.m. That was like the times that they gave me.
Yeah.
Which is really fucking shitty because you would go to bed at like 8 o'clock, and then sometimes you'd have the shift at 10.
Oh.
So you'd sleep for an hour, if you even did
If
sleep,
you even fell asleep, yeah.
and then wake up, and then be on shift for 2 hours, and then try to go back to sleep and wake up at 5.
That's tough.
Yeah, it fucking sucked. I remember being very sleep deprived. That was one of the things that like
Damn, no caffeine.
sucked the fucking
Yeah, no
most.
caffeine too. Damn,
Was
that's fucked up.
Fuck.
just trying to get through the day.
Unless
Honestly,
you had like a monster.
Did
or
you just
something.
buy a monster? Did I authorize a white boomer monster to you, sir?
It's zero
My
calories.
sergeant went up one time.
Zero calories, sir.
We were at the BX, the general store, and he went up to this guy who was buying a monster. And keep in mind, like, we're all in the same uniform. Like, there's people on base who are, like, permanent, like, they're in training. Like, tech schoolers, the thing that I was. But then there's, like, people who are in basic training. So we are not allowed to have monsters, but they are because they're out of training, right? So I guess there was this tech schooler.
Will they still sell them to you regardless, just so you get in trouble for
That's
trying
bait.
to buy some shit?
Yeah,
Like
but
bait
the way
for
that
you.
they know that you're in basic is when you have a fucking bald ass head.
That
And
does
no-
give it away.
And no rank, pretty much.
That does give it away.
But
Can I get?
one of my buddies told me this story where this dude, this tech schooler, my sergeant didn't know, he pulled up in his car to like check in on us. And so he pulls up and this guy's buying a monster from the machine. And he goes up to him and slaps the monster out of his fucking hands. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And the guy's like, I'm in tech school, sir. He's like,
what the
oh,
fuck?
shit.
What the
Sorry.
fuck? Dude, I'd be like that too. Like, what a dick. I
made it out.
I'd be like that too. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you would see me the next day with like a cigarette and a monster just walking around. Damn, I made it out, bro. I'd be smoking like
One
5.
day afterwards.
Fuck, dude.
Oh, that's why we got this now. Fuck,
True,
man.
dude.
All the bullshit I have
I'm
to
out,
go
bro.
through. Jesus, man.
I'll be blowing smoke on bald heads, bro.
You guys are gay.
Queer.
It's funny though, cause like, so you'll see other squadrons who are in other weeks, like below weeks, or like ahead of
Lower
you,
weeks, yeah. Or,
and you'll just think you're so much fucking better than
God,
me.
you guys are
And
gay.
you're like-
You guys are barely doing that.
Like, especially when you get your uniforms. Like, you feel like such a fucking badass and you
Yeah.
have your fucking camo uniform on, and you see these other peasants who are still in, like, civvies
PTs and
or
shit, or
PT.
civvies, yeah.
Fucking
You're like,
middle school
you guys are
shorts.
gay.
But,
Okay. So it's 9 weeks total. 0 week and then like 8 weeks after that.
yeah, I think it was like 8. It was 8 or 9 weeks, or something like that. I don't remember exactly.
Now, since you actually gone through all that, would you say you'd recommend it to people you think can handle it?
To be honest with you, to give you an example, I don't think Drew could handle it.
Yeah, obviously. No, I mean, like, to people you think like are capable or anything,
average.
like, would you tell them like, yeah, just go through it? Like, why not? And they had like no intention of ever going to the military. Would you say like, just do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely
So it builds character or
it
builds...
definitely builds you in a different way. It changes your look on things. I don't know. Going through bullshit, it just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of changes.
Going through bullshit and just having to deal with it constantly. Because like everyone goes through bullshit, obviously, but like you don't have to deal with it. You had to stay there and deal with it.
that I had no choice.
Yeah, no choice. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Would you, for example, would you want your family now, like, if you have like a son in the future, would you tell him like you should try it, like you should go for it? Would you recommend it to him?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like no matter which branch, like whatever branch he wants to join, like
Definitely one of the things I've learned is Air Force is the way to go because we all get paid the same, obviously, and Air Force has to deal with the least amount of bullshit.
true.
There's still bullshit, but the least amount of bullshit.
Comparatively, yeah.
You think you have better job opportunity too afterwards?
Yeah, definitely Air Force. I mean, if you go infantry, like, what kind of job are you gonna try to like?
Yeah.
What kind of job are you gonna get afterwards?
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
Police
you don't,
officer, that's about
That's
it.
why I got my job. Cause
Yeah.
I figured if I do like my job, I could pursue it. Like, my job has a civilian sector, so I could easily just transfer over to that.
Nice.
That's smart. Yeah, that is something that a lot of people don't really think about. There's like most people would like join Marines, join Army, but like infantrymen or
They do it
recon,
for the
and like
check.
none of those
Well, that
skills.
exists in the Air Force too, because a lot of
really?
people would just go in and they're just like, "Oh, I want to have a gun. I want to, I
Yeah.
want to hold a gun and be cool," and they go SECFO,
Oh, okay.
which is the people at the
yeah,
front
security
gates.
forces. Yeah.
I have a lot of people from basic who are SECFO, because that's like one of the more popular things. They always need SECFO,
Mhm.
and I know this one dude is always posting like he has a fucking like he's posting his fucking M4, like him holding him at his M4. His fucking car is M9. Thinking he's all badass and shit.
But like, yeah.
Like, no, motherfucker, you stand at a fucking gate for 10 hours a day, like.
Yeah. But, I mean, hey, fuck it. I mean, he got what he wanted, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think it's cheating that you guys have so much tech versus like terrorists?
Oh yeah. So that is so one of the things you realize is that how we have been fighting this enemy for so long that has no like
Resources.
anti-air
Yeah,
No military
resources,
training,
no
really.
like training, no nothing. So we could literally fly anything over them, fly a fucking drone over them,
So
bomb the
fucking
motherfuckers,
cheese.
and then
No
leave.
anti-air. Shoot.
But when it comes to like China, Russia,
like a real
Yeah.
country.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
you can't do that shit.
Of
You
course.
can't.
You have to think differently. You have to think like,
And I
So
mean,
funny. Dude.
there are ways. There are ways. I mean, I can't get into it, but there are ways that we do have access to.
yeah, some way to surveillance and shit like that. Yeah.
Pretty much, but it's. I mean, obviously, being able to fly a drone over a high.
Bumfuck Middle East nowhere, like
So
there's just a bunch of
Well,
fucking
cheese.
farmers.
a high value target, like
Yeah.
a high value terrorist, is.
Dude, even
fucking
just something as
cheese.
small as
Pretty easy.
night vision is so cheese.
Yeah.
When you think about it, like, dude, if you're in the middle of the desert,
IR.
you
You ever
can't
Yeah,
seen
IR.
IR?
Yeah,
I have not.
IR is literally cheating.
Yeah,
It's
It is
cheating. You got
literally
walls?
like fucking walls.
Walking around with walls,
They
bro.
literally have walls.
Dude, they're
Is it-
fucked.
So
Can you imagine giving a speech in the Middle East? You're like, bro, we're gonna take over America. We're gonna destroy
through
that
the
shit."
wall.
Oh my god. These guys are crazy.
well, it could be IR. You see everything at night,
Yeah.
right? So it could be pitch fucking black outside, especially in the desert. It's pitch black. There's no
Yeah,
lights.
you
no
don't see
nothing.
shit, and then you just
You turn on IR, little white dots. Okay, just fucking bomb them.
it's just like Call of Duty, dude. Just like the AC-130
Wow.
from Call of Duty.
That's crazy.
Yep. Literally cheating. Literally cheating.
I was
They
saying,
stand no
Like
chance.
teeth.
I was gonna
dude.
ask
But
you.
they are learning. There are ways that they are learning.
Yeah.
To get away
Oh,
with
that's
that.
I feel like the biggest thing that they have is the fact that one, it's home turf, and then two, they like have like civilian, like they hold civilians and shit. Like
That is another thing I
hostage
was
and, like,
gonna
shit like
say
that.
is they do
They play
use
dirty.
that. They
Yeah,
use
meat
that to
shields
their
and shit.
advantage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which would they have to be fair? I mean, not like to give them any credit, but like if you're like this one-sided tech-wise, you're like, what can we do? I always play a little dirty, dude. Let's get some kids in the army.
Pretty much.
Let's hold some people hostage.
I was gonna ask you, the job that you do right now, like, obviously I don't want you to like say anything you don't want to say, but like, what can you describe like shit that you do basically?
The most that I can go into is pretty much my job is geospatial intelligence, and pretty much what that means is it's imagery intelligence.
Okay.
So I look at images, video, stuff like that.
Shit that.
You're the eye in the sky, kind of.
Pretty
So
much.
you just analyze it, like you're not the one actually like flying like the drone or anything. You like, send feed. They all send like the feed, and then like you just study.
I
and
can't
what's
go
up.
into
Okay,
specifics.
yeah.
So
but
Could you find the One Piece?
perhaps depends.
So it's classified if you can say how many people you've killed. I'm assuming. But can you tell me how
I haven't
many?
killed anybody.
Can you?
Your KDA 0?
Zero.
No. You don't. You don't.
What about
say-
assists?
It's up there now.
How many?
I got a couple handoffs.
What kill streak would you
Bro,
be
he's
at the
running
moment?
Hardline Pro, bro. He's got his kill streak.
Dude, how many?
I
How
have
many?
not-
How many? You can't say how many people you've killed, but how many kill streaks
I have not-
would you have?
I have not seen anything. I can tell you, I have not seen anything real yet because I've been in training.
Okay. Still training technically.
So everything is.
Dude, I can't wait till you get one where you're just like, you get it, you analyze it, do whatever you do, and you just hand it back. You're like, this one's easy, bro. That's a freebie. That's a free double. There you go. Hand it to the guy. He's like, oh, sick. Look at these dudes chilling with their
So
goats
then,
right here.
the shit that you do now, how can that transfer over to the civilian sector? Like what jobs can like?
You know, I'm
relate
not
to
really sure exactly yet, but I know there is a civilian
There is
sector.
there
Is
of my
America
job.
safe?
Is America
Is
safe?
America safe?
America is very safe.
Is America safe with you on our front lines?
it? He's on the front
I feel
lines.
safe.
On our
Yeah.
second lines?
I'm
I feel
definitely
safe.
not on the front lines,
I feel safe.
but well, technically, I guess I am in the front lines right now because obviously we don't have any infantry. Well,
True.
I guess in Poland we do have,
Yeah.
you know, the people stationed in Poland.
Mhm.
They would be technically front.
The closest thing to front lines right now. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I liked it. Damn, dude. Have you seen drone footage of
I have
strikes?
seen a lot of the stuff that I have seen. You guys can see.
Okay, yeah. Those videos are nuts.
No,
I remember
they
my first
are,
time seeing it. I'm like, what the holy shit, dude? Like, I think what threw me off was like how real it was.
Yeah.
It's like, because I thought
No,
like at
lit-
first when you look up for the sky in that different type of view that it would feel
You
less
see
personal.
like 6 people with AKs.
But I'm like, that's a person. Like I can feel that that's a dude down there. and
Honestly,
he's
dude,
gone.
I don't
playing
get
around.
that, and it's
Some
weird.
lady with
Obviously,
breastfeeding.
I haven't been in the real thing yet, but
Yeah.
like, I
You
don't,
feel like you can
I don't
dissociate
feel
yourself?
like that. Like,
No, you just feel the cod.
yeah, pretty much.
You're the Modern Warfare 2 level up noise.
That's 100 points right there, brother.
Because I've
you get
watched,
hit markers?
I've watched a lot of videos on Reddit
Uh.
of like the one recent one I seen was like an Apache helicopter
Just fucking
in IR.
Wait, hold on.
gunner.
So, do you think it would be your own interest in shit like this that has made you kind of numb to that, or do you think that the actual process of being in all of like
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm numb to it.
He hasn't
I'm
seen it
not.
firsthand.
I haven't
No,
seen
no,
it.
but he's saying
the real
like he
thing.
doesn't see it that way or doesn't think of it
He's
like
talking
that.
about just the Reddit videos.
Firsthand,
Definitely,
I'm sure
it's like there's a person dying there.
Yeah.
Definitely. But what you gotta think about is that person is trying to, especially when they're in contact with friendlies.
Oh yeah, in that situation you could justify it very easily. Like,
Yeah.
there's a bad dude. He's
The,
trying to fuck
the
up
ones
my
that I
dude.
don't
trying
like
to
is like the
kill.
ones when they're straight chilling. Those ones are a little bit. Because like there's one where it's just a dude with a goat. I'm like, that's me, dude. That's basically me walking my dog, just straight chilling. Dude, it is kind of funny though. It makes me laugh, and then I do kind of think about it. I'm like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
But not like too deep. But I'm just like, dude,
the
just
way
imagine straight chilling, and then just like,
Oh no,
maybe
that
you
is
hear
the
the
scariest.
noise.
That is the scariest fucking thing. I remember seeing one video on Reddit of these two people, two terrorists. I think they were like next to a motorcycle out in the middle of a fucking desert, and literally like you're just overwatching them, and then the missile's about to come in. And right before the missile
You see him
hits
freak
the
out.
ground, you see them just like start running, and then you see like in the
well,
IR.
You can sometimes see
in
the
the IR, you can see shit
fly out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen
and
those.
that's not rocks.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know that's you know.
You
Yeah.
can tell.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I've also seen a video, I think, on Reddit of they struck this terrorist that was like within close proximity of friendly forces, and the body literally skyrocketed up into the sky. I think
He
half of his
ragdolled.
body went up into the sky and landed right next to the friendly forces. Like
God.
half of his body.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
God.
fucking crazy.
And then next to what?
Friendly,
Friendly
forces.
forces.
That would be pretty funny. I would laugh.
We got you.
We need air support.
We need air support.
Oh shit!
That's right. Let's fucking go. That's my air support.
Have you seen anybody floss on IR yet?
Somebody like
Couple
default
terrorists straight
dances on the
chilling.
terrace. That'd be sick.
Dude, that's an immediate fire.
Request strike.
Request strike immediate. This guy's dangerous. He's learning.
Ask.
Dude, I love the Family Guy bit of the guy who's having the worst day in Hiroshima. Where he's just like, it's just a Japanese dude, and he's like, gets wet, and he like, something else happens, and then makes the nuke noise, and it has the shadow, and he's like, oh my god. And it's just a baboon that lands on him and fucks him up. I like that.
Honestly, forgot about that one.
That's a good one.
Ooh,
Oh my god. Does that ever happen?
It's classified.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, my bad.
Joking.
How close does I know all the military.
how
works
close are we to losing?
No, shut up. How close are you guys with other branches? Like, how often do you work with them now?
We work, especially my job. My job, they have my exact job in the Army.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Okay.
We work very close with them.
That's pretty cool.
So
Do you like that or
do you
not?
guys constantly trade
I
information with each
haven't
other?
worked, I've only
No,
been
you
with
haven't
Air
done it
Force.
yet, but, like-
But I've had, so a couple of my friends from tech school are Space Force.
Oh.
So, because Space Force is just pretty much Air Force, just
Yeah.
a different name.
Just 0 G's.
It's literally just like,
0 G. You
It's
just
like-
do everything that you do, but like floating awkwardly.
it's like fucking Walmart brand fucking Air Force. Is literally
Really?
what it is. Because they are still trying to set up like all of their,
That makes sense. Like, what
Shit.
would they even be doing for the most part?
I don't know. I have no idea. But they have the same jobs as us.
That's wild.
They were a
bro.
couple of them in my class, so.
Imagine what is it? IR? You said the just IR of space, just nothing out there. You're just constantly looking at nothing.
Imagine that was.
But what if there was something, dude?
Oh,
I'd fuck it up.
All right.
I'm assuming they're just like surveilling like when other countries like send shit into space, right?
Probably.
Something
Yeah.
like that. Like oh, China sent another satellite, or they try
I mean,
to
you
send
hear it on
another
the news
satellite.
all the time.
Dude, keeping eyes on Elon Musk.
Pretty much, shit like that.
All these
SpaceX.
penis-shaped rockets, dude.
The hell, the rocket went up here. It's okay.
Sergeant, you're gonna want to see this. It's got balls this time.
Captain, you're gonna want to see this.
What rank are you?
Airman. So
Airman?
E2.
Arian?
Too.
So I got E2
One more
because
time for me.
airman.
Airman. Okay.
Airman. So I got E2. So pretty much how it works is when you sign your contract with your recruiter, if you have college, I didn't have enough college to make E3, which is A1C, but I had like 30 credits in order to get airman, which is E2. So I got like one step above the basic rank.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're in basic, you're all E1.
Mm-hmm.
You're all getting the same pay. And then the day that you graduate, you rank up. So I got airman. Some other people got A1C who had the college. But then everybody else is E1, which is airman basic. They have no insignia.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
No drip.
No drip. They literally, we call them fuzzies because they don't have any rank.
Yeah, so it's just all just plain.
Literally just, so it's like you know the Velcro.
Yeah.
It's literally just Velcro. That's all you see.
Unlucky.
Just
Some people,
At least something.
some people, it's funny as fuck. Some people, once they get to tech school, they'll buy the empty patch. So it's literally just a blank little fucking square.
Please, man, because fuck, man, that looks like shit. It's just fucking Velcro it's just there.
Fuzzy's pretty good.
Or I've even seen some people fucking just unsew the Velcro off.
Damn, that's funny. How do you rank up?
So the first, what,
Get kills, dude.
E1 to E2 is 6 months
Okay.
once you're done with basic. So once the day you graduate basic, 6 months to get E2. I got E2 because I already
Yeah,
had
you,
college.
yeah, you got yeah.
So once you're at E2, then it is 10 months to get to E3, which is A1C. So in December 17th, which is 10 months after I graduated basic, I will get A1C.
Okay.
And then it is 2 years after you get A1C, you get senior airman. And then from senior airman, it goes to sergeant. That's the first sergeant, staff sergeant.
Okay.
That's when you become more of like a supervisor role, more in charge of people. You
So
have
it's
more
just
shit.
it's time if you don't get the head start.
Yeah, well, it's time until once you get to senior airman to make it to staff sergeant. I'm not sure if there's time. I think there's a bit
There's
of
a time also, but like what is it? Other
you
classes?
need to take tests,
Okay.
and score really high on tests, and pretty much you're going up against other people who are also trying to make staff sergeant. And you're going up against other people who are in your field. So I'm in the intelligence field. So everybody who's in the intelligence field, who's senior airman,
Is competing with each other.
is competing for each other for staff sergeant,
Oh shit.
pretty much.
What rank is it when you start to like manage the Iron Giant?
Iron
Fuck.
Have you seen the movie?
Giant? No.
You never seen Iron
The fucking movie.
Tough. He's being tough. He's just fucking with
The
you.
most powerful military weapon alive.
Yeah,
They don't even command him. What are you talking about?
Did it make you watch it in basic? Or
No.
You're so dumb. You're so dumb.
I mean, I'd be safe, dude. You haven't seen the Iron Giant?
No, I haven't.
I highly
a
recommend
classic.
I
it.
haven't seen a lot of fucking movies.
pretty
That movie's a
good movie.
classic.
It's pretty good. You'd like it. It's got military stuff in
It's
it.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel?
He
Vin
does
Diesel's
play
the voice
Iron
of the Iron
Giant
Giant.
Oh shit.
early on. This is before he was Fast and Furious.
True. he was.
Before he took a turn.
True.
Before he started taking life a quarter mile at a time. Wow. That's very interesting. No, that's very cool.
I want to talk about like more like tech school shit.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go for it. Well, what do you want to...
Tech school was pretty. I mean, apart from the bullshit, like weekends. Like once I actually met people, because once I first got there,
There are bitches, right?
there are bitches.
That's
Alright.
Once I got there, like, I obviously only knew the people who I came with, but there are already people there who are further
Been
in
there.
training.
Yeah,
who've
they've been there. Yeah.
And so you meet a lot more people,
Nice.
and pretty much the same environment as basic, except it's more college. It just feels like you're in college. Pretty
Okay.
much is how I'd explain it. Like partying and
Oh, really?
doing dumb shit.
You get
On
away
the
with you can
weekends,
get away
like,
with a lot
the
more
mo-
bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once you're there for a bit, you start learning what you can get away with.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that was pretty fun. Some pretty fucking good times.
And you're still in that now, right?
No.
Oh, no?
I'm-
Not anymore?
So I graduated tech school. That's why I'm back here.
Okay.
So after you graduate tech school, they give you the ability to take a leave before you go to your first duty station.
Oh, okay.
Do you know where you're going?
Yeah, to Virginia.
Oh, shit.
So,
Which Virginia?
the Virginia.
West Virginia?
No, just Virginia.
Yeah.
But oh,
Is
wow.
that a good one? Do you know what's like a shitty base to go to or not?
I've heard it's not like the best base, but it's not the worst base.
No.
What's supposedly the best one?
There's not. I wouldn't say
Or
there's
seem like
anybody
Hawaii
saying what the
or
best
something,
one
right?
is. But I mean, obviously, like I wanted to go to Germany, but
cool.
it's all up to the Air Force chooses where you go.
Is it pure
okay.
random?
So when you get to tech school, you have 2 weeks to fill out what's called a dream sheet, which is pretty much like you get a list based on your job of what bases are available
Did you like this one?
with your job
Yeah.
and with your
Here's my ranking so far.
kind of rank.
Which one?
From
'cause
first,
the more
second,
that-
third, fourth.
The more that
What'd you think?
what do you call it? The more
This is my
advanced
last
you are in
one.
your job, the more options you have to go to different
what's so funny?
bases.
So like if
Probably
you were
go-
E3, you would have higher priority to
are
go somewhere
pretty
you wanted
tight.
to.
You not necessarily, but you
Yeah,
have
the
more
Oktoberfest
options
one's
Okay.
pretty good.
because
Yeah, it is pretty
you've been
good.
doing the job for a while.
But this one,
Gotcha.
it's so easy to drink.
But since
This
I
one's
was
super easy to drink.
basic, like
I'll go
right
try-
coming
let's
out
try
of like
this one.
school,
I've tried that one.
I only
before.
had
That one's
probably like I'd say probably like 10 to 12 bases
Yeah,
total,
so,
which is
um,
really
this
small.
is-
Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of Air Force bases everywhere,
Mhm.
and they could even put you on Army bases if they
good.
want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which sucks because the Army they don't have good living conditions as Air Force.
Yeah.
But you do get special duty pay if you're on an Army base.
Really?
You get paid
Oh,
like
shit.
100 something extra,
Nice.
which is not much.
Damn.
I'd rather
I mean-
be on an Air Force base.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't get Germany, which is what I wanted. I had the option of going to Germany, Japan. But yeah,
Were those the two cool ones?
but I got Virginia.
Virginia. Could you move?
After my first contract, yes,
What's
How long is the
contract?
contract?
Yeah.
4 years. So I've already done 7 months. So
Oh, 2 years? Or what? How long?
4
no,
years.
4
Oh,
years.
4 years.
So I've already done 7 months. So 3.5. almost.
3.5 years serving there in Virginia. Then you could be like, what? Do you get to negotiate where you want to go, or like you get to pick, like legit, like?
You don't get to pick. It's the same
Oh,
thing.
okay.
You
So-
make a list.
I
and
would
then
like
they
to
choose.
go. I know I told you guys last time this was my dream, but I really want to go. And they're like, no. it's
No, you're gay. Go
No,
to
it's
Mexico
when
now.
I first got to tech school, I met this dude who had my job who was going to Germany. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Maybe I'll get Germany. And then
Damn, unlucky.
And
That
another
guy's
thing that sucked is I got
bitches right
separated
now.
because I had the people that I met in tech school started a couple weeks before me, and we were all in the same class. But because I came 2 weeks ahead of them, we got separated because we got I don't know how it did. Pretty much, I think the way it works is people like you come in groups out of basic, and most of the people you're in a group with will go to the same base. And then the next group will go to a different base.
There's a
and next
certain base. Okay.
yeah. At least that's what I figure.
We should fight alien bug monsters.
I'm assuming if you're like popping off like in like tech school and stuff like that, like if you're like really good, then like they'll consider a little bit more like your dream
No.
position. No, it's legit just
It's just
whatever's
random.
open, you get sent there.
Literally
Fuck you.
What the fuck's the point of the dream journey?
Yeah, no, right? Yeah, what the fuck's the point?
So they know where not to send you.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
Damn, you should have put that you
Well,
want to
pretty
go to
much if you put
You
Virginia.
should have put Virginia and Mexico. Yeah, you would have sent to Germany.
If you put one of the
This guy wants
shitty
to go to
bases,
Germany?
like
What a
one of the
retard.
shitty bases in New Mexico, if you put that first, yeah, you're probably gonna get that because
They'll send you there. No one's fucking. That's
Yeah.
funny as fuck. Do they like on that list? Do they tell you like where all the bases are?
Yeah, it
Oh,
just
okay.
says the name of the base.
How do you know if it's shitty?
You just
look
don't
up,
word of mouth.
You look up reviews
Word of
and
mouth.
you ask around and
Gotcha.
on the Air Force Reddit, there's a lot of people who talk about like shitty places.
Gotcha.
Damn. You check the Reddit? That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, dude.
I mean, it makes sense.
Classified.
I mean, you can't really talk about
It's
it, like,
classified, get with
and no
it.
one's gonna understand unless like they've been in it. Like, can't ask.
You can go on the
civvies.
Air Force Reddit.
I mean, yeah, obviously, but like, I'm not gonna know what the fuck any of it means.
Yeah, I'll go on there and talk about fuzzies.
Yeah, right.
Probably could.
I'm gonna go on there and start shit posting about fuzzies.
There's a lot of shit posts on the Air Force Reddit.
I bet.
Yeah, they just
Let's maybe have some low key good memes.
One Piece memes.
Do you think that-
Every once in a while, you'll go on and then, like, cause the
Kyle.
intelligence field. What?
Do you know about cockpeas? Are they aware of cockpeas?
That's
somewhere?
classified.
What's a cockpea?
You know One Piece is, right?
You get so
Yeah.
serious.
Okay.
I actually I have a buddy, one of my really good friends. He got a tattoo of One Piece, or no, was it One Punch? I don't know, the star. I don't know anime. I don't watch it. You know the star. You know the mole star on the back of the dude's
This is JoJo.
JoJo.
That's
there you go.
JoJo. That's the Joestar. That's hilarious.
He got a fucking tattoo.
Right
of it.
there. That's the spot where you're
Yep.
supposed to have it too.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Yep.
That's where all the JoJos
got
have
it.
it. That's so cool.
But
What a fucking
one of
weeb.
the stereotypes for my field, the intelligence field, is just we're all weebs. Like a
That's
lot of people in
hilarious.
my field are weebs.
That's
And
hilarious.
so you always go on the Air Force Reddit and just be like,
One Piece is real.
it'll just be like,
One Piece is
it'll just
the
be like
intelligence field just reported that the One Piece is real.
stereotypical intelligence person, and it'll
Yeah.
show like a car with like a bunch of weeb
You're
stickers
normal,
on it.
yeah, standard intelligence.
Nice.
That's funny as fuck.
But-
You're gonna break the mold, dude. You're gonna prove him wrong.
Yeah, no,
Like, I'm fucking straight, dude. I'm not gay like those weebs.
this chick started making me watch anime. I wasn't.
Unlucky.
Whoa,
Yeah.
what you make you watch?
I don't remember the name of it, but it was like this one based on gambling.
Oh,
It
fuck!
was
I know.
pretty weird.
I
Trying
know
to
what
horn you
fuck-
up.
Yeah.
I know exactly
It
what
was
you're
pretty
talking
weird.
about.
What was it? Yeah, I think it's that.
Goodity?
Dude, it's just girls coming on different poker games.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kakegurui.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my gay
I
cousin
remember
made me
there's
watch
one
that.
fucking scene where a girl's literally like holding a gun to another chick and she's getting off to the feeling of like getting
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah,
killed.
the
It's
thrill.
the
of it.
thrill, dude. Like, ugh.
What the fuck?
Dude.
Yeah.
We were,
I don't like that
we were in
shit.
similar situations.
Huh?
Someone was both trying to fuck us by putting that on.
Really?
My
Yeah.
gay cousin put that on, trying to horn me up, dude. What are you doing to me? It's working.
But I did a lot of dumb shit in
really
tech
don't like
school.
that.
A lot of dumb shit.
Pumpkin spice?
saw
I
the
used
Rust.
to, I used
This
to,
one I'm
oh
kinda
yeah,
close
and
to.
Rust with the boys. That was.
But this one I
fucking
wasn't
great.
Very
like
cool.
too long.
This one's super easy to drink. I like this one a lot.
But I used
This one's
to.
good. I've liked
I
this
used
one.
to sneak into.
I've had this one in a bar.
we were
like
all-
off draft. This
We're
was
all in
really
one
fucking good.
big
I think
building,
this was the
right?
best. Pretty.
But
when you take
it's
it
all
off,
separated
off the draft,
by
shit's
opposite
really good.
gender.
It's
all the rooms,
Since this is the
right?
seasonal one.
But you could
Like right now, if you go to the bars, they might start having this.
I'd live with one other person.
Because you know how they always
guy,
say like, oh yeah, it's not bad
but
in
across the
seasonal.
hall, it's not like
During
there's
the
like
winter,
halls of like
it's,
women. It's
Huh.
all just
It's just
random.
rooms.
So it's like if there's a chick in the room
snack.
across from you,
And then
like
during the autumn,
guy
it's
can't be
just-
in there.
Yeah.
But I used to
This
like
is really fucking good.
sneak
this would be
into
Yeah.
a chick's room.
Boston Loggers all year.
That's
long.
pretty cool.
Like that.
At
I
night
like
when I
that.
wasn't supposed to. And then we used to fucking so at night we usually had a curfew of like 10 o'clock during the week.
Mhm.
But she would like text me at night. She'd be like, "Let's go hang out," and we just like sneak out, and not even so at the front where CQ is, where the people they're also students, like they're like us, but they have to be manning like the front desk pretty much at all times.
Mhm.
And so it's like at 10 o'clock at night, you're supposed to scan out every time that you go in and out of the building so they can keep track of you. We just like straight up just walk out. And they don't care. As long as you have cool people on CQ, like, they don't care. So we just sneak out, go for a drive, and then come back at like 3 a.m.
Nice.
Wake up at fucking 5.
Ooh.
Go to class.
I like that.
Go to class, get a monster, and just try to like fucking live through lecture.
What's the store called again? BR? BX?
BX.
They got condoms at BX?
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yes.
That's
They have
hilarious.
everything.
That's
I mean,
funny as fuck.
Would you want me to do
What
drill
if somebody
sergeant?
gets knocked up there?
It
Oh
is
well.
what it is,
well.
dude.
It be what it do, I
It's
guess.
called tech school babies. That's what they call them.
That's
Tech-
funny.
They
school
actually,
babies?
before you go to tech school, in basic, they like show you all these videos of like, hey, don't like
Don't
sexually
blow a load.
assault women or don't like get people
Ah,
pregnant. You're
I
gonna
How
guess-
regret
often
it.
do people
I
get
guess
married?
I won't.
Like,
Yeah.
do people get married there?
Oh,
Like,
often.
very often?
Yes, in the military,
Make
it
more
is
money.
very like the reason people get married is because, especially mill to mill,
Yeah, Mildew.
you get double BAH.
Yeah.
Meaning that's base housing allowance. So you get to move off base, and you both get checks, like an extra check every month for your rent. So because you're both military, if I married a civilian, I would only get BAH.
Yeah,
I
you
married
only-
a civvy.
But if they're both military, you both get the check.
Yeah.
So you basically
I
just
always heard that, like that
Double your
meme
money.
that like military people always get married like as soon as
Make more money.
possible.
Hell yeah, I would
'cause you
joke
get
with my
that fat-
fucking roommate. I'd be like, dude, you like, married? Like,
Thinking about it.
He turned you down?
I
So
mean,
sad. It's
he's a
okay.
19-year-old boy.
That's what's
You
up.
think you can take him
Oh yeah.
by force?
Uh,
Think you might squirm a
Do you
little?
think he
Fine
wins?
squirrel. He plays a lot of fucking Destiny.
Does he
Ooh,
really?
he's used to the
Destiny
grind.
guy.
Oh god.
Literally every time.
should introduce him to Victor.
So he
I would
loves
come back
cock.
to the room late as fuck at night after hanging out with that girl, and he'd just still be playing Destiny. He'd be like, "Oh hey, what's up, Jones?"
So
He'd call me Joe. Everybody that knew me from Basic would call me Jonesy. Everybody in Basic would call me Jonesy
Yeah.
because
Makes
this one guy was like, "Oh, Jonesy from Fortnite."
Yeah. Yeah. That's not what I
Did
was
you floss on them?
I
Have you ever
probably did.
flossed on base?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
That's fucking awesome. We're in good hands.
I've flossed in uniform before, you know.
Yeah.
I've also hit the
dude.
Hit the
hit
whip.
the whip.
Get
That's right.
shit on fuzzies.
You're gay. That's pretty cool. I like that. Is there anything else from tech school you really wanted to talk about that you want to get off your chest?
I don't know, just a lot of dumb shit we did. Like there was this other one time. So for July 4th, we bought an Airbnb, but a couple of my buddies, decided to go buy like $300 worth of fireworks.
Damn.
And cause they're all younger, they're all like 19, 20.
Where
so
are
they
you
all,
right
like,
now?
Are
Is
you
that
the
Texas?
oldest one there? Like, out of your
in
group?
the group, no, there was this one guy who's 25, 26 now. But
okay.
And you're like in Texas or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. it was-
Fireworks cool out there? Legal?
That's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
So they bought all these fireworks, but then we noticed once we got back to the house, like, we can't light them off here. It's like, we looked it up. You're not allowed to do it within the zone of, like, the city.
That county, yeah.
And so we just ended up finding this place. It's like I found this mining place that was, like, way out, like, 30 minutes. And keep in mind, this is a part of Texas that's in the middle of nowhere.
Huh.
Like, from where I went to, like, basic training is in, like, a city. But tech school, the place I went to tech school is, like, the middle of nowhere. It's 3 hours away from San Antonio and, like, an hour and a half from, like, the nearest, like, decently sized city.
Shit.
So, middle of nowhere.
So it's very isolated,
Very
basically.
isolated, very flat, very
So you
desert.
can see when people set off some fucking fireworks.
Yes. So we go out to this mining place that I found because we had been looking for like 2 days to find a spot. Everywhere we went, there was like houses, or we would go and it would be like blocked off. The road would be blocked off. We found this place, and we set up our fireworks. Like, we're doing this for like hours, and we're getting to the end of the fireworks, and we have what do you call it? The ones you hold in your hand.
Roman candles.
Yes, we have the Roman candles because we found a few left after we finished. Like, okay, I was like, let's just set them off.
After I finished.
We're not gonna just leave these in the car, and so we're setting them off, and I'm keeping an eye because this is just a straight.
You shooting
narrow
at each
road,
other or in the sky?
Just in the sky.
Dang.
So we're just shooting them off, and this is like a straight fucking narrow road.
Mm.
And I see lights coming from like a mile away. I'm seeing lights from a truck, and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm telling it, like, I'm like, get in the fucking car. We're all like freaking the fuck out. And one of my friends still has a fucking firework in his hand going off. So he freaks out. He drops it. It's still going off on the fucking ground. My other buddy that's in the other car gets out and just like steps on it and then gets back in his car. I'm already done my U-turn. I'm like heading out the other direction. And so we're flooring it, right? Down this fucking windy ass road in the middle of nowhere. And this dude is legitimately gaining on us. Like, he is chasing us. And I had probably been doing...
You turn your lights on and everything? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was going...
Yeah, so he's just tracking you.
I was
light.
going probably like 80, 90 miles an hour down this like 40 mile an hour road. That like
in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
It was one lane road.
Yeah.
And I remember jumping up and down and shit, going over these hills. And this dude's still gaining on us. Eventually, we get to the fucking freeway and we turn out, and we're still gunning it. And I think we had lost him, but holy shit, we nearly got caught. The night before, also, we were scared because the night before, we had gone out to another place to try to light off fireworks, and literally right before we lit off the fireworks, we were at the end of this street. It was dark as fuck. There was nobody there, and it did say at the end of the street, like, oh, do not light off fireworks. But we're like, there's nobody here.
Who's gonna say that?
And so we parked at the end of the street, and we're getting ready. And this car pulls up. And this dude is just sitting in his car with his lights on, pointing at us, just on the phone. Just, like, sitting there. Right? And so I walk up to him. I'm like, fuck it. I might die, whatever. I walk up to him. He's being super weird. He's not getting out of his car. He's just sitting there.
What's
And
up,
I
bro?
walk up and I'm like, he's sitting in his car, does not even look at me. He's just staring straight, right? I'm like, hello? Can I help you? And he's not looking at me. He's just still on the phone. So I'm guessing this guy's like a fucking, Karen, fucking he's probably calling the cops. So I told everybody to get back in the car. And sure enough, we go down the road and we see these sirens. And there was a fire. There was a fire truck there. There was a fire on the side of the fucking highway. Right there. Thank fucking God the cops did not come. Because if they would have known we were there with all those fireworks in the back of that trunk, we probably would have gotten blamed for that.
Yeah.
And us all being military, we would have gotten a lot of fucking trouble for that. And sure enough, I remember, so we drove back the same way to see if they were still there, and we're going past the street that we went down, and we see a cop car down that street. And we went past it, so he definitely called the cops on us.
For sure. Texas dork.
What a fucking dweeb. Fuck that guy.
Man. Fuck.
So what's it like coming back to the normal world?
What, out of tech school or coming back here?
Coming back here. Or
What's it
out of
like
tech
being
school.
a civvy?
Either one. It's not a civvy. He's better than us.
My bad, of course.
It is, it's definitely different. It's different. Like, living on a military base is,
Ass?
it's ass. I don't know if it sounds cool at all, but it is ass.
No.
You're literally just pretty much in a gated fucking,
Little bubble.
yeah, pretty
It
much.
sounds cool, but like after the fact. Not while you're in it. It sounds cool after you can be like, oh yeah, that was dope when we did this and that. But in you're in it, you're like, fuck, dude, that was awful.
I wish I
I had
could have
this.
gone through it. I really do. I wish I was like built different.
You still can.
True.
Do you
What's the
think
cutoff date for joining? It's like 30, no?
39.
Damn.
39, yeah, damn.
Whoa. I think you can make it. I think you'd be good.
Dude, I'd be so fucking tempted with the boy pussy walking around.
True. I'll be the old
Is that
man.
frowned
dude.
upon?
No.
What's the
No?
oldest person you saw there?
There was the one guy he came through MEPS with me.
Mhm.
I think he was 35, 34.
Did he look like it?
No, he looked young.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Damn.
Good for him.
Nice. Good
Black?
man.
No, Mexican.
Nice.
Whoa.
I don't know. Maybe. That probably like Drew. If it's a last resort, I have nothing else to do with my life. Fuck
Pretty
it, dude.
much.
Join the military.
But
might
I
as
wouldn't
well.
recommend it because they do not pay you much.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like minimum wage, no? Or like just a little over?
I get paid pretty much for my rank. I get paid like $800 every 2 weeks.
Oh, that's not bad. It's not too bad.
That's like
It's not too good. either.
20K
Yeah, it's not too
a
good.
year.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
But I mean, I get housed and I get free food, so
That's also
gotta keep
true.
that.
it's enough to live.
And if once I do eventually move off base, I get BAH.
Yeah.
It's funny because that money's like more depending like where you're from.
Yep.
It's like California, that's fucking pretty
Nothing.
dog shit.
Yeah, it's dog
Pretty
shit.
much.
If you're from,
Well, they pay you more based on where you are.
oh really?
Yeah.
That's
So
actually
if
kind of
you're in
fucked up.
California, if you're in California,
You're from
they'll-
Alabama. What do you think, you little shit? Here's $400.
Normally it's
crazy.
right around the. I've heard it's around like $1,400
band or
to
whatever it
$1,600 a month.
Okay.
Extra.
Damn, it's actually
What
kind
if
of
you
wild.
moved to somewhere cheaper and you just. Oh, but you have to like report like where you live and everything, right?
Yeah,
You're-
it's all based on the county that you live in.
Yeah.
So it's based on the county and how much the house is.
What's Noah in the Navy, right?
I'm sorry?
Noah, he's in the Navy, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because he was kind of explaining to us like,
He
A
works
little
on
bit, yeah.
nuclear reactors and shit.
yeah, he works in a submarine, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
works
lives
in a
on
submarine.
submarines for the most part. He works on nuclear reactors.
The last time we saw him, I was asking him about that, like how it was, and yeah, he was describing us some of that stuff too. He
Did you know
go
where the kaiju's are?
No, he says no. He knows where the wormholes are.
He was telling me because we asked him like meme questions like that. He said, yeah, like after you like come off the edge of the world, you like end up in another side of a Cheshire cat, and that Cheshire cat will like chew you up and spit you out until you end up in the other side of it, and you spit up on the other side of the world. He had a whole
He broke
like
code.
he had whole
Yeah.
lore.
He went declassified.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
he gave me
much.
declassified lore for what happened.
He just confirmed the world's just a straight line.
Have
Dude.
you talked to him in a while?
Last time he came?
No.
They killed him.
They got him. They got him. I messaged him like maybe like a few weeks ago. I was like, "Fuck, he didn't get back to me. He's done. They killed him."
I have a cousin who just got what is it called?
He works on
He got
nuclear
replaced?
reactors.
Not replaced.
Shut
He
up,
got
like,
pretty much
Noah.
kicked out of
Unlucky.
the Navy.
Unlucky.
Kicked
Yeah.
out.
Dishonorably or like?
I think it was honorably. I think, but it was because of mental.
Thinking it
mental
was
problems,
honorably is
Mm.
kind of a.
Like actual?
Yeah.
Or like, okay.
I'm pretty
I
sure it
didn't
was
know if it was
honorably.
just he had like a different opinion.
No, it was
Like,
because
get outta here.
of no, it was
Fucking minors is
mentally.
kind of weird, guys. I'm not gonna do it.
because I think his so he met this girl out there. We were talking for a little bit because he's actually in Virginia, and he was like so excited for me to go out there and like see him, and we were gonna hang out and shit. And he ended up like, so the last time I talked to him, he told me that he was gonna have a kid
Oh shit.
with this girl that he met, and they've been dating for like less than a year. I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah, but then they ended up having a miscarriage,
Oh, unlucky.
and I think she ended up breaking up with him, and then his dad kicked him out of his house. And my dad told me that I
You
guess
have weak sperm, son.
they caught him sleeping on the boat or something when he wasn't supposed to because he's getting BAH to live off base. And pretty much they like had him see like mental help and pretty much find out because he always has had mental issues, but he was able to get in like
They weren't like severe enough to like.
no,
Probably didn't
because
mention it, right?
like when you're going into the recruiter, like it doesn't really like you could be like
You could lie.
I just smoked weed yesterday.
They're
It's
trying
weed.
to, they get
Yeah, they
bonus
just be
for
like
signing you.
okay, well, you never smoked weed. Right here on paper, you never smoked weed.
Don't ever say that again.
Yeah. They literally tell you that. They tell you
Hey, shh.
when you go to MEPS, they ask you all these questions again. They're like, okay, have you ever smoked? Have you had any like mental issues? Have you ever been to the hospital for anything?
What if they say? What if you say yeah to that, and they're like, "Oh, you have smoked weed,"
Yeah,
and
then
you said
you're
no
done.
to earlier?
You're automatically
done.
they
Then
cut
you're
you out.
done.
They tell you everything
That's
like
why
what you
they
should say.
The recruiter literally tells you before you leave, like, okay, so this is what it says on this paper right here. You are not
This
not
is the
say
truth now.
anything to them. I don't care how. Like, if you remember that, like, oh shit, I did have a surgery.
I hit the Pookie pipe like 6 hours ago. My
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, they're gonna
test.
test. They're gonna test you for that. But I mean, if like you just like, oh shit, yeah, like I smoked fucking meth like a month ago. Like, don't fucking say that.
Yeah,
don't
obviously.
say that. No matter how fucking true it is, do not tell.
Do you
them.
think Do you think you could use a fake penis?
No, because they literally watch you.
They watch.
Oh, they legit watch you?
Yes.
That's hard to fake that.
Rough.
Yep.
Damn.
Like what you see.
Yeah. Interesting.
I know it doesn't look like much, but this thing,
It doesn't get much bigger.
this thing.
The last time I took a drug test, this dude was just like talking to me, just because it was like I got pulled in for just like a random drug test, and it was my first one in tech school, and he was just like, it wasn't like because all the other drug tests I had done before or urine test was like as a group. This one was like
one-on-one. Oh shit.
So he just went in there and he's just standing there and he's just like talking to me about like, I think we were talking about Germany because I said I wanted to go to Germany and I don't think I had gotten my orders yet to go to Virginia. So I was talking to him and he told me he went to Virginia, or I mean to Germany, and tell me like
Cops out
Oktoberfest
there
and
are
all
a little
that.
different.
That's what's up.
Dude, doing
So-
piss tests abroad would be pretty sick.
How long do you want to stay in the military for?
I haven't started my actual job yet, so I'm not.
Okay, so
I'm
you're not sure yet. Okay.
But definitely being back home has made me realize there's a lot of opportunities for me apart from the military. Yeah. I mean,
I want your opinion on this. Today I went to pick up my sister from high school. There's a lot of baddies out.
I hate you. You're so dumb. Kill yourself.
What
we're
should
talking
I
about
do?
legal bitches?
I didn't ask them.
Ugh.
High school bitches for sure. Backpack bitches for sure. It could be a thing.
Give it a couple years at least.
Yeah.
Give it a couple years.
So I should just stay forward.
I mean,
Should I salute them?
you made it out of work. I could give you my uniform and you just
Dude, some of
just
them were
stand out
stacked,
there.
dude. You know what I'm saying?
Like that stacked 14-year-old you saw.
Dude,
That chick
like,
was blessed.
chicks nowadays, dude, you can't even tell anymore. Man.
That's
Like,
what I'm
you
saying.
ever be scrolling through Instagram and you just see this chick and then you realize, like, she looks like, she looking at least like 20.
Yeah.
And then you find out she's like 13, 14. Like, what the fuck? Because
It's a
all the
little
makeup
bit,
they
yeah.
fucking wear, man.
Those numbers are a little low, but yeah. You should have said 15, 16. 13, come on. Good God. Well, yeah, I agree. I've been on TikTok.
Fucking
It's
crazy.
dangerous.
It is dangerous.
That
Yeah,
site's
especially
bait.
fucking TikTok, man. Especially.
That site is bait. I had to get off. I had to get off the grid.
You're so dumb.
I don't know what it is with my algorithm. This shit's bugging out.
I don't think it is.
I don't know what I like.
Fuck. Is there anything else? Fuck. What else
I was
can I
literally
ask
driving. I was like, God. God damn.
I'm gonna have to drive from Texas to Virginia. So
Don't
that'll
drive
be
around
interesting.
3:30.
you? Oh, really? You're gonna drive from
That's
there?
when they get
I
out.
got my Subi
That's when they let them out.
in Texas right now
Oh, okay. So you're just
at my ex's house.
I think legally there should be like, like there's only seasons where you can hunt certain
Should be a
game.
nice grace period. You can hunt 16-year-olds.
Yeah, that's what I think too. It should be a season. They should know. Give them a head start.
Is that unspoken, Kyle?
What's that?
Is that unspoken? You can go after like a non-seasoned veteran.
Well, what's the legal age in Virginia?
I have no idea.
Because
I'm
I
pretty
just found
sure-
out there's a good amount of states that aren't 18.
Yeah,
Me
no,
too.
there is.
Surprisingly,
Georgia's
now
the
there's
number one that I
17.
know is 16.
Georgia, I think New Jersey.
But I think
also.
the UCMJ clarifies that like it's at least like 18.
Pretty sure that's a recommendation.
I don't think so. I don't think that's.
I mean, all laws are recommendations, right?
true.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
Are you gonna buy a gun?
Yeah. So when I go to Virginia, my buddy actually Snapchatted me. He went to the BX in Virginia, and they have weapons there
Oh shit!
in the fucking store.
That's what's up.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So I'm thinking maybe a Glock to start out.
Nice. That's what's up.
Do
A
you
45
get your
or a
open
9?
carry while you're.
I
Military?
don't know exactly how it works,
That's
but I'm
interesting
assuming
shit,
because
man.
I'm military, it should be easier.
Should be a lot
Yeah,
easier
should
to
be.
get a.
For sure. And in Virginia, shit should be easy.
I don't think
as
it's
fuck.
open carry, but it'd probably be a lot easier to get the concealed
So
carry
on
license.
military bases, you cannot carry a weapon. It has to be in the armory. So I would have to check it into the armory every time I go on base, which sucks. But
Hey, fuck it. You have your gun.
True.
I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot easier when he applies for like a concealed carry license if they have that there.
I don't think they have a license. I think you can just
just-
open carry.
Yeah. Oh, and
Freedom.
even easier. Yeah. But then if you ever want to come back to California, it'd be a lot easier. Yeah. There you go. That's cool.
Yeah. Making myself a gun.
Do you? What's your plan out there in Virginia now? Or are you just gonna like, fuck it, see what happens?
Pretty much. I mean, there's not much I can plan. I'm gonna be living in dorms. I know a few people, so I'll be hanging out with them. But once I get there, I'll be having to do a lot of like in processing shit. So it'll be kind of annoying. But
What's your least favorite race?
least favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's just the 400 meter personally.
Yeah, probably like quarter mile.
Mine's black. Actually, Indian. If I was gonna be actually on it, keep it 100.
What did you say?
Shout out my boys in Pakistan.
I don't know what to say to that. I'm sorry. I think he gets the 3,000.
Is there anything else you want to share with us, Kyle? Or do you think we could start spitballing our dumbass shit at you?
I mean, what else is there to even...
I mean, basically walked us through like, well, nah.
Is there anything else apart from the military you want to ask me? I feel like it's mostly been military shit.
Well, I mean, that's like the biggest thing that you can really like tell us about right now recently, because that's like the biggest thing that happened to you.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can we really ask you?
What's your favorite position?
Favorite position? Fuck. Probably doggy.
Nice.
I was
Doggy is fun.
I was
Mine's quarterback.
I was gonna say center lineman. I really like that. That was fun.
But yeah, doggy is good. Doggy honestly feels like a different pussy. I
Yeah.
told my girlfriend that.
Did you?
Did you tell her
How did-
finally?
how
I was
did it
like,
go?
damn, bitch, when you get a new pussy.
I remember you said you wanted to make that joke, but you
How's it,
didn't.
how's it been going with her?
It's been going pretty good.
That's good.
It's good for me.
Yeah.
It's pretty
You
rough for
still
her.
have trouble getting it up, or?
No, so I never had trouble getting it up. I had trouble feeling anything.
Oh, yeah.
So I just don't have any,
You can't come.
It's hard for me to come. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
That's for sure.
It's a good thing.
I last long, yeah, which is kind of cool. But yeah, condoms is just like, I mean, it's literally nothing, dude. I can't feel shit. I had a scare.
Really?
That was scary.
What?
But she's just a dumb bitch, and she was just late
She's
as hell.
just a dumb bitch. I hate you. That's your
They
girlfriend.
do that shit to you all the time, though. Like,
Dude, she was like a week behind, and she hit me with, like, I already known she was a week behind, so I was like a little bit like,
You want
whew.
to
That sucks. So I can't wait for you to be on your period. And then she hits me with a text out of nowhere that just says congratulations, and I was like, I'm gonna kill her. I was thinking of ways to kill her and get away with it. And then she's like, congratulations, you're not a father. Woo! I was like, you dumb bitch. You fucking
my ex
scared
used
me
to always,
so hard.
every time her stomach would hurt, she'd just start freaking the fuck out. Every
Fuck that.
fucking time. And the thing is, she had the thing in her arm,
Yeah,
so she would almost never get her periods.
that's scary.
But I was able to just, like,
That
go
is kind of
raw
cool.
every time.
I don't know if that'd be worth the fear for me.
I mean, to be honest, I did it every single time that we had sex. And
so you're
I
like, the
never
whole
had
time
to.
you're like, it's possible.
It's possible.
You might be pregnant.
Possible.
I do be blowing loads in you.
Shout out my boy Bert.
Dude, that's a crazy way to live. I've never shot a load inside. There's one that was late.
You don't know how to live.
I'm just too scared of kids. I'm terrified. I don't want to be a father. It's like one of my biggest
How
fears.
safe are safe days?
That I don't even work like that. I honestly assume that was just hentai shit.
No, there are safe
I know it's
days.
real,
That's a
but I don't
thing.
think it's like, because like in hentai they act like, oh, you could just have 8 guys come in me on safe day. It's fine. My womb's like not working.
It's supposed
not
to be
really
like
like
after you
that.
have your period, you have like 2 or 3 days of like where your womb I guess doesn't.
I don't
work
think it's
or whatever.
100% though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
how it works.
I think it's like
Yeah.
a 99.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
I don't play those odds.
Just get the thing in the arm.
Nah, I like practicing my pullout game. It's kind of like a challenge. A buzzer beater.
You just
I just
lose every
recently
time.
started having to use my pull-out game again.
Yeah.
You know,
You like it? You miss blowing in, huh?
I miss it.
That's why I've never done it, because I don't want to know what I'm missing out on. Because I feel like I'll never go back.
It's fine. You just have them finish you off.
Raw was a thing that I feel like
I mean, I still
can't
did
really
raw.
go back.
I would just pull out, but there were a
Yeah.
few times I used condoms. Yeah.
Maybe I'll try blowing in with a condom.
Yeah, you could do that. But
That's a nice little baby step.
yeah.
Jerry pull out and the condom like rips and
Oh
tears.
my god, dude!
I've had one time it pop on me, but that was when I was out. It's pop. Cause you know you be fucking and then like just a bunch of air, just
Yeah.
like air. I don't know how it got inside the condom, but it like puffed it up and then just.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Tragic.
Dang.
You just gotta make sure that thing is sealed tight.
True.
Fucking put a fucking rubber band around that shit.
At the base and shit. Like,
Just fucking cut the blood flow. You definitely feeling anything.
instead of a cock ring, it's a rubber band. Keeps me hard, but I can't feel shit. Pretty cool.
What's the most wild position you've done?
Did you do a Apollo
I can
driver?
tell you the most wild thing I did recently.
Okay.
Recently? Oh shit. How
Yeah.
recent?
Because the chick that I was
This fucking retard
Fucking
fell
with-
asleep.
the
Now
chick
he's
that I
just
was
imagining.
fucking with at the tech
You can hear
school.
him snoring.
We one of the times we went out, we went to this park at like midnight in town, and there are a shit ton of houses. Like it was like a park in like a residential area. It wasn't like a park out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there in the like a I don't know one of those spinny. You sit in, and you can like spin around. We were
Oh,
sitting in
yeah.
there, and we were just talking. And that's mostly what we did when we'd hang out and just talk and do shit sometimes. And we were sitting there, and we start playing Truth or Dare.
Nice.
And then she starts going a little like, oh, dare you to take your shirt off. Or dare you do this, dare you do that. And then eventually got to like, truth, like, oh, what would you do to me right now? Like,
Dude,
that's
girls
how she
always
would play.
do that shit.
They
I don't know
always
if it's all
fucking play
girls.
around.
This girl's always like, what would you like do? Like, what would you like? Like, I'd fuck you. Like, I'm not very like,
you dumb bitch.
you idiot. You idiot. Like,
Well, I had
can
this
tell she
whole
wants me to
fucking.
do it.
I had this whole. I'm pretty good at fucking.
You like
I
doing
had
that?
This whole fucking story.
Do you do it for them though, or
Yes.
do you like doing it?
No, I do it for them.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm really into, like, honestly, even more so than me. I mean, I like getting off too, like them getting me off, but like, think I'm more into getting them off than I am myself.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of, I get, probably I'm not there like you fully, but I get what you're talking about.
But, so, we're talking, and she says that, and then, shit starts happening, and we go into the grass of the park,
Nice.
and
Butt ass naked on the grass.
not butt-ass naked.
You can feel the fucking little grass leaves going into his.
Funny fucking thing, so that next day, she had this thing, so we had this thing in tech school, pretty much if you did something wrong, you would have to, like, if you got in trouble, you'd have to go to remedial on Saturday morning at 4:30, which is like, they make you do PT, like, they PT the fuck out of you for an hour, like, they kick the shit out of you, pretty much, to make you not do it again.
Yeah.
So she
Teach
had
you a
remedial the next morning, and it's, like, by the time that we were done, it was, like, 3 or 4, no, even, like, yeah, like 4 or 5. I think her remedial's at 7. And, so, the whole time we're doing shit in the grass, she's like, oh, like, I feel itchy. Like, I feel like shit's crawling on me, right? And whatever. Still do shit. And then we go back to the car and go back.
Shut up, man.
And she's like, the whole time we're going back to base, she's like, I feel so fucking itchy right now. And so I'm like, okay, like, well, if you need me to take you to the hospital or something, we can go. And she's like, nah, like, if I don't feel good in the morning, I'm just gonna go in the morning. I'm like, okay. And then the next morning, I wake up and my phone blowing up, and she like called me if I could take her to the emergency room, because her whole fucking I think left arm and like side that she was laying in the grass with had a rash all up and down her fucking arm, right? And so she ended up getting out of fucking. I got her out of remedial for that
Nice.
because we fucked around in the grass, and
How'd she get a rash? What was it?
I think it was probably like, they put like what do you call it, like chemicals in the
Pesticide or
grass
some shit
and
like that?
It was
Okay.
probably that.
Yeah.
But she ended up like just going in the morning to remedial and being like, hey, like, I got this shit on my arm, like, I need to go to the hospital. And they were like, okay,
All right.
you get out of it this time.
Nice. Nice. She's all you owe me.
Pretty much.
It's at
I got
least
her
one
fucking
cum
out of
shot.
it. It was a funny fucking story.
Did you bring a topic?
No, I was just like really. I just wanted to ask him all about like.
There's
basic
more
and stuff like
shit
that,
that I do want to talk about off camera.
Okay,
But yeah,
that's what's up.
there's some more funny shit I did.
Okay,
Funny
that's
shit.
fine. Okay, well, is there anything else? Like, did you have a topic or
Mine was just the high school thing.
just that? That's funny. It's like
This motherfucker over here is just straight up
literally
snooze.
snoring. Yeah. I don't know. I think. Well, I mean, fuck. That was really cool. I mean, that was the main questions I really had was for you. It's just military stuff, really. Guys, honestly, I just want to see what your take on it was and how you felt about it.
It has its up and downs.
I can see. I can tell from the way you were talking about it. That's cool. Because the only other person I really knew that was in the military was just my cousin, and he went to the Marines.
Yeah. No,
And,
Marines is a whole nother fucking different breed.
But he never got deployed. He just went to the reserves right after. So, but yeah, it's just hearing what he had told me compared to what you told me, relatively similar. The only difference was just like just he had that crucible shit at the end. And other than that, no, it sounds like you're pretty much you guys went through the same shit, really. It's like, damn, doesn't matter what branch you join in, still go through the shit.
Yeah.
Still go through the shit.
That's the military.
That's what's up.
Who are you voting for?
You voting blue? Of course you're voting blue. Why am I asking?
What the fuck?
Shoot.
So in every fucking building that we have,
You guys
On
kissed
base.
Joe Biden's photo?
no, there's. So we have a fucking all the pictures of all our leadership, like all the way to the top, right? So it starts with like all
Oh
the
my
people who
God.
are in the building, and it goes all the way up to the tip of the top. You got Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, like little picture of them just fucking
Beautiful.
smiling. They're just like.
That's what's up.
And I would just go up. Sometimes I'd just walk into the building and just fucking. just stand in front of the picture.
God
It's like in the main
bless.
hall, and there's like people walking past. They're like, Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Oh, fuck. That's so
Joe
good.
Biden.
Yo, Biden.
Drew always sends me a picture of the trans general. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what branch he's in, but it's funny.
I think Navy. That's
That
awesome.
would probably add up.
Makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Maybe in Coast Guard or like.
Damn, imagine having a bad bitch, dude.
True.
Damn.
Damn.
We're in good hands.
We're safe. That was funny as fuck.
I think that's it.
I think we're good. I think that's cool. I want to see what you want to talk about off camera. Though. That's interesting now. All right, then. Well, go ahead, close us out, bud.
You just finished an episode of Delicious Dudes. Those were our top 10 delicious facts. And shout out Joe Biden.
Joe
That's my boy.
Biden.
Yo, Biden. Amen.
That was fun.
Yeah.
So what's up? What happened?